Trap diary, trap diary, trap diary, trap diary.
Alright, Emo, is that you yet?
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Back at it again with another album reaction. I know y'all have been asking for more lives, more project reactions, the whole nine. If you are a returning sub, you've probably seen that my name changed. Don't worry about it. But all you need to know is that my name is Shadiq, also known as Alchemist, and you are now locked into Crossover Media. If you want to know why I changed my name in the whole nine, I'll do a video about that. But I actually believe that some things are better to demonstrate than to say. So really quickly, as you all can see, we're going to be reacting to Fredo's most recent album, right? But I was like, nah, I can't do this one by myself, yo. So I was like, you know what? I got a couple homies I want to bring on. So I was like, yo, I have to hit up Lena.
Yeah,
right?
It is.
You feel me? But I was like, yeah, you know, I can't have Lena and not have the homies rag talk.
Double S, don't stress. More violence, ready more bleed.
You get me? And you know, to close out the American channels, had to bring my boy Dylan.
Yo, what's up? It's Jug season.
You get me? But if you want to know why the name is Crossover Media, we had to take it across the pond.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Good.
You know me? And then, you know what, yo? Gotta bring the whole gang. Yo, Oda, you're muted, homie.
I'm muted. What I mean? What's up there, everyone? It's Fredo Reacts.
Yo.
Try it again.
But
Good to have you, man.
listen,
Yo.
had to bring the homie Sarchi. So, gang's all here.
Yo.
Just so you all know. Just so you all know.
We're off to a good start, man.
You feel me? I still want to shout out Ty. Ty was having some technical difficulties. If he could pop back in, he'll jump in. But shout out to Ty TV as well. If not, I still want to shout him out. Yo, much love to Ty. Looking forward to seeing you in the comments, if anything. But yeah, so we're gonna be listening to Fredo's most recent project, Money Can't Buy Happiness, right? So the way this is gonna work, as usual, we're gonna listen. We're all gonna mute our mics so that way there's not too much interference. I get to listen to it with us and the whole nine. But on the back end, we're all gonna give our scores. I'm still gonna break down the flow, beat, lyricism, replay value, usual deal. And everybody else is also gonna give their scores. And then, as always, if we gotta pause it, we gotta pause it. People are gonna give their feedback and the whole nine. But yeah, man, yo, drop some ones in the chat if y'all ready for this, yo. Man said how many man you need.
Drop some ones.
Drop some ones in the chat, yo. Drop some ones in the chat if y'all ready for this, yo. Yo, shout outs to Sykes. Hold on.
Sykes.
Hey.
Yo. Drop them ones in the chat. There we go.
Big up, Sykes.
Yo.
Big up, Sykes.
Shout outs to Sykes.
Big up, Sykes, man.
I know. All right then. All right. The people them said they're ready.
Drop them ones.
All right, yeah, they dropping them ones. Oh wow! Yo, shout outs to Dr. Mose. Y'all can't see all the comments. I'm also streaming on my personal Facebook for any of my friends who wanna drop by. But yeah, shout out to Dr. Mose. But yeah, let's get straight into this, yo. Hold on, so let me close this. We don't need this no more. All right then.
See it in the comments. Let's see it.
Yo. All right, so let's get. Hold on a second. Let me start playing.
I still remember the first wetting. Filled up with hype and adrenaline. Gave the youth a little legging. Next time was a face shot. Progression. My young'un got life. Stressing. Wondering if we'll forget him. Back then for 6 racks getting. Now times that by 10 just for redding. It ain't about the start, it's the ending. It ain't about your heart, it's the weapons. This music just came as a blessing. After all of the rain and the lessons. Promoters, they pay for my entrance. These people, they pay for a sentence. Rub the plug, never meant it. My biggest mistake, I left it. Grew up with my mom. Used to see my dad a bit. Till I started moving so down. He couldn't even manage it. I was 14 and I was missing like Madeline. Stealing phones, chipping in with my niggas for cannabis.
Alright. Man said I was 14, I was missing like, alright. The Madeline gang, cause they vanishing around.
The plug never meant it. My biggest mistake, I left it. Grew up with my mom. Used to see my dad a bit. Till I started moving so down. He couldn't even manage it. I was 14 and I was missing like Madeline. Stealing phones, chipping in with my niggas for cannabis. I quit school for the banging strip. But let's go back a bit. Mum moved me out of London when I was like 10. But I was the same out there, I was badder again. So by 13, we was back in the end. But bringing me back to that shitty estate was probably my mum's biggest mistake. But she never grew up or lived in this place. Met my dad here, thinks the city is great. Biggest mistake, this ain't no city your kids wanna play. I'm from where real young, you
That drop. Time out. Flag on the play, flag on the play, flag on the play, flag on the play. That drop. That drop.
That was fine.
I'm not going
Jesus.
That was fire.
and I'm not gonna hold you. What I'm liking about this, I think this is like, what I like about Fredo in general is that he's not afraid to get personal. Like he's one of those artists where he gives you stories. Him, you feel me? Like he's not afraid to give you that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
Real rap. To that shitty estate was probably my mum's biggest mistake. But she never grew up or lived in this place. Met my dad here, thinks the city is great. Biggest mistake. This ain't no city your kids wanna play. I'm from where real young, you make killers as mates. It's maximum profit on minimum wage. Now I'm a star, they won't give me no space. Bad bitch with an innocent face. Why you broke? There's a million.
Now I'm a star, they won't give me no space.
The weird plays mad.
Hey, yo, this is random, but what's the minimum wage out there?
Yeah, what is do y'all have a minimum wage?
Shout out my boy Chino too. Yeah.
Have a minimum wage?
Minimum wage is low. It's peanuts.
Yeah. It's like £8.20, something like that.
Yeah, they need to up it. It's
about $10 an hour. What? $12 an hour.
It's not $7.50. It's I think it's like $5.50.
$7.50?
£7.50 pounds. That's
what?
It's
that's
less
what
than,
I mean. That's like $10.
I think that's that's the minimum wage.
At my job, I get $7.38, so that's not the minimum wage. Like,
I see why you meant on road, nigga.
Yo,
this guy.
Biggest mistake. This ain't no city your kids wanna play. I'm from where real young, you make killers as mates. It's maximum profit on minimum wage. Now I'm a star, they won't give me no space. Bad bitch with an innocent face. Why you broke? There's a million ways. Got my knife every day, cause I'm still in my ways. Yo, this rap weren't never the plan. I'm cool, but never a fan. Not having money don't make no one less of a man. But you need money to be the best that you can. If I go broke, I go rest in the can. Bump into ops and I'm repping a gang. Young little teenagers stepping for man. Them man ain't got no bodies, but reckon they're bad. Feds on my back, they think I'm the head of the gang. Couple G's on the road, got the rest of the bros in the can. Couple hundred in drug peas, put the rest of the peas in the bank. Kilos of petrol up in the bando, and the rest in my tank. Yo, we got it, there's no wrestling, man. Who's gonna wrestle with man? She said I'm out here fucking everybody. Who's gonna settle with that? Cooking tuna in my cell, used to use kettles for that. Since I ran up $500,000, pussy, I've never been back. We've been living away, fly to Conch.
Wait, y'all hear the he going out of space now? Like, it's about to go on some, like, yo.
Bro, you ain't hear him say, I got kilos of petrol in the rest of my tank. Bro.
The weird play is mad. And this is the first track. This is number one.
Number one. Hey, yo.
This is number one.
He get to the first track.
He ain't holding nothing back for sure. He ain't holding back at all.
At all. Like, yeah. I'm pretty sure they produced this one because it sounds. I think they EP'd the whole project.
Yeah.
They EP'd the whole project.
Yeah, they did it.
You can hear it in the piano.
Honestly, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah. It's the piano because you know in Black when you have to perform it live,
Yeah,
Like, you can see he can play the piano.
for real. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is interesting. It's interesting to hear Fredo on like a different beat. Like they're not two artists that really attribute to the same sound, but it's working. You feel me? All right, let's run about.
Who's gonna settle with that? Cooking tuna in my cell. Used to use kettles for that. Since I run $500,000, pussy, I never been back. We've been living away, fly to Cunch, give it away. Next thing you know, the phone's on the jib in a day. That's how I done it, it's really the way. I shot the glass from whipping the yay. Lost it, was my biggest mistake. Gave Delma some food, he went missing away. He must have fought up in the prison, he's sick. Biggest mistake. My niggas ran in his cell and slit in his face. This ain't rap, it's really the case. Revenge is so sweet, it's really the taste. Everyone knows me, the feeling is.
Yo, what is he saying right now?
Yeah, you hear what he said?
What?
What did he say?
When in the social?
But hold on, Sachi, what was that?
He said they feel they'll be safe in jail, and then they run up in the cell and slit their face open. He said some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
He's saying crazy stuff.
Yeah, that was.
Yo, that is mud, bro.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy too? Like the first of all, why does Epic have his belly on still?
I wore it for Top TV, so he was the only one.
Nah, but you know what's crazy? It's
COVID.
If you pay attention, right? Every other however many bars, he's talking about another mistake. Like it is like he's just talking about one big mistake. It's like every mistake. You feel me? Yo, Chino, shout outs to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You feel like every couple, every however many bars, I can't count bars, but it's like he's talking about something different each time. So he's talking about different mistakes, different scenarios.
But it makes sense why the song is called Biggest Mistake, because in the beginning of the song, he talked about how his mom moved him back to, you know, where he was living. And he said that was the biggest mistake he ever made, and that caused all the other mistakes that he made.
That is fair. Yeah.
Hey, proud of you, goddamn. Proud of you, goddamn.
Revenge is so sweet, it's really the taste. Everyone knows me, the feeling is strange. Dark tent when I kill in the range. Bro got locked, years in the cage. Every day's the same, so I give him a change. Yo, I work so hard to be real, but them lies that they make ain't harming me still. Got a youth strapped up in the party to kill. He knows make his own way home if he's barking a still. My army is real. 20 years if he pleads, that's hardly a deal. Man, it's awkward now. I don't even know what we should talk about. You must be having weird dreams of walking out. You don't need kebab shops for no quarter pound. Just phone little Capo, he'll sort you out. My niggas ride, don't talk it out. Hang.
Hold on. He said you don't need no kebab shops for a quarter. We ain't talking about a quarter-pound burger. We're talking about a different. We're talking about a quarter.
He ain't talking about no meat. You know what I'm saying? No meat. Straight vegan.
Food, bro.
Even
Straight
before
vegan.
that, you said for 20 years.
David, you were saying something?
No.
All right.
It's mad.
Yeah, that was old. Man said, all right, hold on. That was OD.
It's for no quarter pound. Just phone little Capo, he'll sort you out. My niggas ride, don't talk it out. Hanger in a pot, fork it out. Used to have to stay at my shorty's house. Now my left wrist is a mortgage house. You know what's funny as well? What? Before I met Santander.
This man said, I stayed at my short's house.
For real.
Mortgage now.
A whole house?
Flex on the wrist.
Yep.
My man said,
That's how you know you made it.
Yo, Odin, what are you saying about that?
It's crazy. I mean, what I like about this, it's real rap. You know what I mean? He's incorporating his own life experiences into the track, and I already know this is going to be a trend within the album. You know, so I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of the album, man. It's going to be mad.
Yeah, if this is going to be the tone that he's setting for the rest of the project, this is.
I met his brother in jail. I never knew, and his brother will sort you out. My niggas ride, don't talk it out. Hanger in a pot, fork it out. Used to have to stay at my shorty's house. Now my left wrist is a mortgage house. You know what's funny as well? What? Before I met Santander, I met his brother in jail. I never knew, and his brother didn't tell. Who would have thought me and his brother would sell #1 in the charts? I used to be #1 in the dark. Doubting myself was my biggest mistake.
Wait, who's his brother?
He said,
Santan Dave, bro.
Yo,
yeah.
Yeah, you got
my bad.
Yeah, he was locked up with Santan Dave's brother.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. That gave me, granted, somebody had already said that in one of my comments, but it gave me chills to hear it. Like the way that he said, like the way that the piano it mellowed out, and then it came right back to said, pretty much saying the crazy. And little I know, I was locked up with his brother, and they was selling a different. They was selling #1 in a different. Yo, first of all, you can go. Second of all, yeah.
Trusting someone was also my biggest mistake. We started as dogs, but finished a snake. Can't run round there to sliver away. I'm into money, ain't into the base. With my knife on reviews, watch niggas deflate. The quicker I leave, the bigger the chase. So girl, don't play, give a nigga your face. I paid my lawyer, I'm winning the case. Feds took 50, still had a grin on my face. Perks, I got chips in the safe. Think I'm out with all the shit that I made, give a nigga a break. Every dog has his day, but it isn't today. Free my dogs, I'm so locked in the cage. Reminiscing on their biggest mistake. I still remember the first wetting.
Again, he keeps bringing it back to the biggest mistake thing. He said, free up all my dogs, locked up with their biggest mistake. It is that got them there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like the contrast of that track for sure.
Jeez, all right. We're gonna ride this one out, and then we're gonna talk about it at the end.
Filled up with hype and adrenaline. Gave to you a little legging. Next time was a face shot. Progression. My youngin' got life stressing, wondering if we'll forget him. Back then for 6 racks getting. Now times up by 10 just for redding. It ain't about the start, it's the ending. It ain't about your heart, it's the weapon. This music just came as a blessing. After all of the rain and the lessons. Promoters, they pay for my entrance. These people, they pay for a sentence. Rub the plug, never meant it. My biggest mistake, I left it.
Can money buy happiness? No, money can't buy happiness. But it can contribute towards getting happiness. I mean, you can't go into the shop and purchase a bar of happiness. It just doesn't work like that. There's not like a single thing that you can identify as happiness and say you're going to have a money and get that.
Yeah.
There's so much more.
All right.
Wow.
So I had done the back when he pulls back up. So wow, that one. What y'all saying about that so far?
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Go for it, Odin. What are you saying?
100% 8 out of 10. I mean, for me, it's the content. You know, he's not just talking about money and jewelry and he's, 250,000 on his wrist. He's talking about reality, things that happened to him when he was younger in his own kind of lifestyle, which, a lot of young people, but older people will be able to relate to as well. So his content has got weight, it's got depth. So what he's talking about is what a lot of people can relate to. So it makes it bang just that little bit more. And the wordplay was there as well. The wordplay was cold. The beat was cold as well. So yeah, for me, it's got to be at least an 8, at least. 8.5. Yeah.
Yeah, fair play. Real quick, I'm gonna just run through because I have the longest segment. Now I'll let everybody else give their feedback too, and y'all can put your scores in. So I'm giving this one for the flows. I'm giving this one an 8 for the flows, just because there weren't any moments for the flow that were like outstanding. I don't think the flow was intended to be the highlight on this one. This one was really intended to be carried by the mood switches and the beat. It's carried by what he's talking about. Right, those are the two areas in which like it really excels. But flow wise, I feel like this is one of those moments where if you do too much with the flow, it takes away from what he's saying. You feel me? Like that's the way I feel. So for the flows, I'm giving it an 8. For the beat, I'm giving this one at least a 9 for the beat. Maybe when I listen to it some more, I'll give it more. But for the beat, like this one, it goes to show the tone that we can expect. Especially after hearing Money Talks already, I have an idea of what we can expect. For the rest of this one, because everything about it has Dave written all over it, right? All of everything. I also feel like the switches in the tone are what make the beat really good in my opinion too, because it helps carry all the different stories that he's talking about throughout the whole track in and of itself. Lyrically, I give it a 10, 100%, and I'm giving this one an 8 for the replay value, just because I feel like this isn't the kind of song that I would listen to just to listen to. I have to play. If I play this song, I'm listening to the whole project. And for me, what gives a song replay value is when I want to bump just the song, and I don't see myself playing this song alone. I have to play this in the context of either a playlist or a whole project. So my overall ends up being an 8.75 for this one. Let me see. Did everybody else end up finish putting in there? Cool. You know what? Let me drop this real quick. Boom. Yo, Spacey. Are y'all gonna drop your scores as a unit, or you gonna drop it individual?
Now we could do individual.
Yes. So so what y'all saying then? Right talk.
I gave the track a 10 overall. I just like the format of the song overall. Just speaking of the past experiences was good enough for me. Then the trap talk was like, it's like a layer on the cake, bro. The shit is just top notch. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I think if I was rating this one overall, I probably might have hit a 9 or a 10, which makes sense if you average up 8.75. But breaking it down bit by bit, like, I mean, who else? Well, anybody else has something that they want to point out specifically? You just raise your hand or something. We'll figure this out as we go. That's right. Hold on.
Oh yeah. No, I was gonna say.
Go for it. I got you. I just unmuted you. You good? Oh, yo, go ahead. Unmute yourself, Dylan. There you go. Hold on, you muted again. There you go.
All right, am I good?
You good?
Now I was saying I like the accountability that he took on the track, because I feel like a lot of times with growth, you can't truly grow or figure out where you're gonna go if you don't actually address the issue, address the problem. So I like the accountability that he took throughout the track.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. Real quick, yo, Spacey, what are you saying of this one?
I was stuck between 8.5 and 9, bro, just to piggyback off what you quoted me. But I landed on a 9 because I'm not gonna play it again on its own.
Yeah.
Like, I have to listen to the whole project.
Yeah.
I like the song, and I like Gypsies and said, like, I like the accountability that he's taking. Like, he's addressing his past, and now he's about to talk about his future. For me, like, it's a storyline to who Fredo is. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. So you saying 9?
Yeah, I'm jacking 9.
I bet. So with Spacey saying a 9, this one falls at an 8.5 for everybody else. You said an 8, Dylan?
Yeah, 8. I don't know if it went through on the chat or not, but
I'll tell you right now. Yeah, you good. Yeah, so for everybody, we got an 8.5 for everyone, and then 8.75 for me. So that averages is, let's just say, like an 8.7 or something like that, somewhere in that range. So yeah. All right. So next up, we have, what's this next track? Back to Basics. I think this one had a video, actually. Does Back to Basics have a video? Does anybody know? I think it has a video. Let me see.
Wait, I think I reacted to that. I might be.
Yeah, it's got a video.
I think it got blocked.
I'll tell you right now. Let me see.
Yeah. I think I did react to that.
I bet. So you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna put up the video because why not?
Yeah.
But your word. Let's see what the comments are saying real quick. Let's see what the comments are saying. Man says, "Thank God Walks isn't here." I mean, I guess. Oh, Trinidad in the house. My people. All right, let's see. Yo, these YouTube ads are actually disrespectful. Let's see what the comments say. I know that there were a lot of 10s in here. I know a lot of people feel like it was a 10. I can understand why. Like from just listening to I get it. Like you hear that, like you can't deny that it's good. Like he was saying some real stuff. You feel me? So I ain't finna front on that. All right, boom. I can bring this back now. I'm gonna switch the screen to so we can play the video. And yeah, we in there.
Walks is in his body. That's where he is.
I'm crying. All right. Y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
I bet.
My hoes in contour, my clothes are Tom Ford. My bros, they want war, so look, when I'm on tour, yo, tell your guys. It's funny, I'm getting to the bag. Got these niggas mad, they just went and started telling lies. Tom Ford box is 7.5. Since I got raps, I must have heard every line. There's a long list of rappers, I didn't get in line. I said I'm coming, and you niggas better step aside. It's 45 for the kilo, ain't no bargaining me. Put Fred on your song and they'll be charting quickly. Every week I put a model in the car to brick you. To true flavors, get my pepper steak fast and quickly. I need the lemonade. Oh, you ain't seen 100 raps? Well, I can demonstrate. Young nigga blowing up the flat, I detonate. Glass AP is shattered, my wrist needs a rest today.
Fam, can we deep? This guy said, since I got racks, I've heard every lie. Every single lie under the bus since he got money.
Nah.
He's smooth with it.
Smooth with it. I promise y'all, he went crazy on this.
Pull that shit.
I think he muted.
I was waiting for the reload.
Steve, we can't hear you.
Yo.
Nah, it's Miss Rock. We've seen this already. And it's still cold.
I think he's still muted.
Wait, Shadiq, we can't hear you.
Wait, someone put in the chat.
There you go. Yeah, I was just saying, if y'all want me to reload it, just say you'll reload it. And just give me the stuff.
Bro, it's gonna go like that.
Oh, yeah.
You to do it. Nigga.
Nah, this song's too beautiful, man.
Yeah, nah, I won't lie. I be bumping this like every day. I reacted to this like last week.
This is a serious song.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Facts.
My hoes in contour, my clothes are Tom Ford. My bros, they want war, so look, when I'm on tour, yo, tell your guys. It's funny, I'm getting to the bag. Got these niggas mad, they just went and started telling lies. Tom Ford box is 7.5. Since I got raps, I must have heard every lie. There's a long list of rappers, I didn't get in line. I said I'm coming, and you niggas better step aside. It's 45 for the kilo, ain't no bargaining me. Put Fred on your song and they'll be charting quickly. Every week I put a model in the car to brick you. To true flavors, get my pepper steak fast and quickly. I need the lemonade. Oh, you ain't seen 100 raps? Well, I can demonstrate. Young nigga blowing up the flat, I detonate. Glass AP is shattered, my wrist needs a rest today. I got away with words. Any black youths in man will make it burst. No white youths, my G, we're going on some racist works. In 016, I got...
Nah, man. This guy.
The weird play.
Nah, I thought it's cold. That's
Wait a minute. Flag on the play. Hold on. First of all, we're reloading that. Well, we're reloading that part. Second of all, did y'all hear? I think it was a saxophone.
Yes. Yes. I know.
Yeah.
That was cold. That's
cold. OD. That is OD.
Jay, I don't know what Jay.
Nah, they went into the hyperbolic time chamber. He's a different man right now.
And I won't cap with the intro going into this one. That was a good transition.
I agree.
The intro going into this one, that was a good transition.
Yeah,
I agree 1,000%. I was actually thinking the same thing in terms of like the energy, right? The fact that the first one had that kind of mellow vibe, but it had the switch ups, and this one kind of goes. It starts out on a mellow vibe. I feel like it's probably gonna pick up maybe with the next 1 or 2 songs, probably. Wow. All right, let's get back into this.
Needs a rest today. I got away with words. Any black youths in man will make it burst. No white youths, my G, we're going on some racist works. In 016, I got my first music project placed on her. But on the upload, I taped it first. I think I made her hurt. She's an animal lover, my jacket's made of fur. Sometimes I can't believe just what I made of work. Still, I ain't cutting from the ops. Niggas know that Fredo run from me. Little man, I need a 40 just to lay a verse. Baby girl's mad I move, but that's how I play a word. The plug lost trust, now I gotta pay him first. Took food off hella man, now he won't even take my word. But still time is ticking. My girl got a good brain, you know my mind's the sickest. But at the same time, she won't never mind her business. Told my guys when they slide, bear in mind the witness. You're my lady, woke up with bruises trying to find who did it. Silly girl, you must not realize how my diamonds hit. Last night you could have easily lost your sight or vision. I believe in God, so you can say I'm kind of Christian. We're going high.
All right, hold on.
Nah, bro.
Yes.
What just happened?
A lot. Just
That boy dropped that bomb. That's what happened. He dropped that bomb. That's what happened.
Take my work. What? Yo, relax.
The passion there.
Nah, relax.
The passion in that. And that reaction, that was a passion.
Yo. Hold on. Yo, we're taking this back a bit. We're taking this back a bit.
Yo.
Yes, sir. I'm telling y'all, this is
I think I made her hurt. She's an animal lover, my jacket's made of fur. Sometimes I can't believe just what I made of work. Still I ain't cutting from the ops. Niggas know that Fredo run for mayor first. Little man, I need a 40 just to lay a verse. Baby girl's mad I move, but that's how I play a work. The plug lost trust, now I gotta pay him first. Took food off hella man, now he won't even take my word. But still time is ticking. My girl got a good brain, you know her mind's the sickest. But at the same time, she won't never mind her business. Told my guys when they slide, bear in mind the witness. You're my lady, woke up with bruises trying to find who did it. Silly girl, you must not realize how my diamonds hit. Last night you could have easily lost your sight or vision. I believe in God, so you can say I'm kinda Christian. But going hat and garden every Sunday's my religion. You was up in college, pussy boy, go right and listen. I was outside the plugs doing my revision.
No, but the flow switch though.
Going ham. He was going ham every Sunday. That was his religion. The bro was praying to hard work. You know what I'm saying? He's getting on his knees and he's like, I'm praying. That's crazy.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Nah, that song is funny. What the fuck? She's an animal lover. My jacket made of fur.
exactly. Yes, sir.
Fredo was wilding. He's wild.
Hey, nah, I won't even cap. Since I heard this song, I'm enjoying watching y'all reactions to it since I already heard this. Nah, no cap.
Yo, Dylan. Her brain, she don't even want no business. Oh my God. What the fuck?
I'm dying.
Yo. She's a scholar.
The guy said, I believe in God, so you can say, I'm kind of Christian. You can say, I'm kind of
What the fuck, bro?
Yes,
sir. We're bringing it back.
Realize how my diamonds hit. Last night you could have easily lost your sight or vision. I believe in God, so you can say I'm kind of Christian. But going hat and garden every Sunday's my religion. You was up in college, pussy boy, go right and listen. I was outside the plugs doing my revision. Baby girl, you're not my main, you're my side edition. So I'm gonna need some when the wife is ringing. Niggas gotta keep this my ass is bling. Got something with the
It's the flow. The easy
it's the flow, the bars, like all of it together.
Yeah.
Did you hear? Did you hear what he said? He said the side chick needs to be quiet when his wife's ringing.
Give me that when the wife is ringing. Give me that little baby's calling.
Yes.
Nah, man. I don't know if you're addicted too. He said you writing sometime, go back to college. He said I was whatever. He said this is my revision.
Yeah, that's my revision.
He's like he's flipping it over and over.
Hey, yo, quick shout out to Isaac, whatever your name. Nah, not whatever your name is, but quick shout out to Isaac. Yeah, whatever your name is.
Big facts. Dude, yo, Jesus. Well, shout outs from Las Vegas.
Oh wow.
Hey, it's lit. I saw somebody from Trinidad. Shout out to Trinidad. Yeah. All right, we getting back. Yeah, this is gonna be. It's gonna be a long one.
College pussy boy, go right and listen. I was outside the plugs doing my revision. Baby girl, you're not my main, you're my side edition. So I'm gonna need some when the wife is ringing. Niggas gotta keep this cause my eyes is bling. got something with the do a silent drill. Yeah, I poked up the I don't like them niggas. You think I read comments? I'm a bad boy with street problems. AP attack and a Rolex. I keep options. 50,000 for a festival. I keep shotting. Catch me counting 20 in the morning while I eat porridge. Baby girl, you look good. Let me see something. I was stuck.
You hear these?
It's the beat. Hear the beat.
Oh, yo, this beat is crazy.
No, this is
This beat is insane.
It's
The
disgusting.
beats are leveling up. The beats are leveling up in the UK every single time. Leveling up every time.
Yeah, trust me, 100%.
What I honestly think it is, what I honestly think it is just his delivery, bro. Why this shit is so mad, bro? Because the nigga said, I'm counting up 20 in the morning while I'm eating porridge. And the nigga said it's so smooth that it's like, yo, it's like, you gotta take the shit in just like how the nigga said it, bro. This shit is fun, bro. Like, why did you say it like that, son? The flow
Hey, my fault.
Thanks.
Wait, I don't know if y'all said this already, but wait, Dave made the beat?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what somebody just commented.
Yeah,
Mad.
That shit is mad, bro.
Yeah, Dave, he's been training. Let's try to ride this one out. This one is just under a minute left. Let's try to ride this one out.
Son, nigga, show respect in the place. When my team's coming, I'll shut. When I get to the place, I don't need love. I got your girl on top of me, I don't need covers. It's bicarbonate, not soda up in these cupboards. I get emotional every time I see hundreds. Gonna make my eyes water when I'm chopping these onions. Real shit.
I swear.
The weird play on the bicarbonate soda bar and then the cheese and onion bar. That.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Out of onion ball, bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
Who writes that? Who writes this?
Yo, all right. Come on. Everybody drop their scores.
Mad as well.
We've been dropped our score.
I just think
Yeah, that's an automatic 10 for me.
Yeah,
1 to the 0, easy.
Hold on. So, PP, is right? I'm gonna just go straight down the line, and whenever I highlight somebody, everybody else you can just mute, let them go through, and then you do it that way, so everybody gets a chance, right? Let's do it that way. All right. So real quick, I'm giving this one a 10. Everything flows. The flows made this one. The beat, I think pretty much every track on this one is probably gonna get close to a 10 for the beat. Lyricism, we heard it. He was wilding. And then replay this one. I would actually replay this one. This one I would actually play over just to listen to it. You feel me? Like, yeah. All right. So I'm just go straight through. So when you see it so highlighted, just do your thing.
Me. So I'm the only person I gave it a 9.5. It wasn't a bad song. It's just that my type of music is kind of a little too slow for me. So I always take into account like what I played again, what type of like mood would I be listening to this in. So I gave it a 9.5.
So hot. Bro, you know you got a 20 out of 10 from us. Don't worry about it. Got that 20 in the first 4 balls. You got no cap. Keep it. Oh. That shit was there. Niggas was like, oh.
Yo, what y'all saying?
Like, we listened to this song as well, I think.
Yeah,
So it's straight 10. It's such a cold song.
it's
Like, so
crazy
cold.
to listen to it again, and I think that I'll constantly replay this because what really gets me up to the bars, the flow, the beat, all of that is amazing. But his sense of humor is mad.
The guy's got sauce, bro. Listen, I don't know. Fredo just built different, man. It's just different.
10.
Oh, 10.
That's a fact. What you saying, Sarchi?
Nah, he's going crazy. Like, you see when you have a rapper that has like a specific type of beat, that is like, it couldn't be more of a Fredo beat if it tried. And yeah, he just went crazy on the beat. The flows, the different flows throughout, he mastered all of them. Like there was no flaw on that song. From like 10 seconds in, I knew I was having to reload it again and again. and I did that. Yeah, I'm liking that song a lot. Serious song.
Facts.
I did put a 10, but I think I'm gonna have to put 600. It's got to be 600, right? I tell you, he doesn't force it. That's the main thing. It just comes naturally, you know. He's just being himself, and he's always been that kind of laid back kind of rapper, and I've always loved that about him. The first song I came across was Rapping and Trapping. That was the first music video I saw released, and he's had me hooked ever since, man. Straight up 10, easy.
Yeah, same here. 10 out of 10 hits everything for me, from the lyricism to the beat. Especially now that I know that Dave made the beat, or allegedly made the beat. But I'm gonna say he made the beat because I know Dave just that talented. But yeah, that's a solid 10 out of 10. Ever since I first heard it, I've been bumping that song back to back. So yeah, I would give it a 600 too. You feel me?
Yeah, facts. That one. Let me see. So let me just look at everybody's scores real quick. So I gave it a 10. So that's a easy 10. And then based off of everybody else, I know, Dave, you said 10 as well, right? Both y'all said 10. Hold on, I think after. Hold on. Yeah, but both y'all said 10. That's 10.
Yeah, this is 10.
All right, boom. Yeah. So between everybody else, that's a 9.94. I give it a 10. So it's for all intents and purposes, it's the 10. Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right. So real quick, let me switch over to the I think that was the last video. Oh no, there's Money Talk. Everybody here see Money Talk? Listen to Money Talks already?
Wait, yeah, I'm tripping.
It's a banger. Banger.
But, who just dropped out?
David.
I bet so they'll pop back in. All right, so we'll get into this next one because
I heard spaghetti's next.
Yeah. I know. Lena. She saw the title. She was like, she expecting a lot. So
I'm expecting a lot from spaghetti. I can't go lie. I better have some meatballs, some tomato sauce, all of that.
Yeah, man.
Let's go straight into that. Is it playing? Oh, my fault.
I'm the queen of Arrow, and who don't like this song. And everybody's lucky because Fredo bought Harrow Road on the back. Right on the back, and nobody else on this end since I've been born has ever bought Harrow Road on the back like that. No stars have claimed Harrow Road in history.
No, you never feed bad as spaghetti. My neck, my wrist, spaghetti. The bando's kicking gently. The chain full of colors, confetti. I'm beating.
I'm the queen of Arrow, and who don't like this song.
The bando's kicking gently.
And everybody's lucky because Fredo.
Yeah, nah. Instant reload. I don't care. That one is mad.
Nobody else on this end since I've been born has ever bought Harrow Road on the back like that. In history.
No, you never feed bad as spaghetti. My neck, my wrist, spaghetti. The bando's kicking gently. The chain full of colors, confetti. I'm being hard, you should bet me. She won't let you fuck, but she'll let me. Arts round town, I'm Freddy. Cooking a brick for brekkie. It's Freddy, yeah, it's Freddy. A lot of them man ain't ready. All that gold on my neck getting heavy. Pull up on her, I bet that she ready. She ready. Course, running it like it's a sport. Smoking your bro is a court. You know we're winning for sure. Now show me somebody triller. Yeah, she wanna fuck with a winner. I bum fat, my waist slimmer. After the show, yeah, I have to get in her. Tell me why all of them in her. Why all of them speaking my business. Damn, she got a broke nigga, but she gonna leave him for litness. She falling in love with a sinner. Doggy style.
What?
She's falling in love with a sinner.
She's gonna leave him for litness. She's gonna leave him for litness.
Back now.
Yeah, Lena, I know you're lacking. This was much quicker than the last one.
Hey, is it too early to write my score down?
Nah, yo, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You know, and I said it too. I said in the last one. I said in the last one, I was like, if the last one was gonna be that slow, then the next one was gonna pick it back up, and this one picked it right back up.
Yeah, you called it. You called it.
Yo, it has meatballs. It has tomato sauce. It has parsley on top of the Parmesan cheese. It got everything. It literally has everything.
Hey, look.
Look.
Nice good.
No, I'm putting my score now. I'm putting my score right now.
10.
All right. We go right back into it. Go right back into it.
My neck, my wrist, spaghetti. The bando's kicking gently. The chain full of colors, confetti. I'm beating her, you should bet me. She won't let you fuck, but she'll let me. Arts around town, I'm Freddy. Cooking a brick for brekkie. It's Freddy, yes, Freddy. A lot of them man ain't ready. All that gold on my neck getting heavy. Pull up on her, I bet that she ready. She ready, course. Running it like it's a sport. Smoking your bro is a corpse. You know we're winning for sure. Now show me somebody triller. Yeah, she wanna fuck with a winner. Her bum fat, her waist slimmer. After the show, yeah, I have to get in her. Tell me why all of them in her. Why all of them speaking my business. Damn, she got a bloke nigga, but she gonna leave him for litness. She falling in love with a sinner. Doggy style about to spin her. Tell her broke bitch I won't hill her. Yeah, I'm cut clean like a scissor. The heroin's ugly, minger. Rock Nation, I'm like Jigger. I'm a whipper, take it out the pot, let the air touch her top like a slipper. Yeah, walking the shore, we'll kill it. Yeah, don't be mad if you're a girl, no, my lyric. Yeah, BVS diamond, these stones are vivid. Yeah, girl, you're drunk and like
He's singing. He's singing. He's singing.
Yo, Lila did a plug in with Fuse with Block 6.
Yo, are you dumb? This is OD. Hold on.
You're gonna leave him for litness. She falling in love with the sinner. Doggy style about to spin her. Tell her broke bitch I won't hill her. Yeah, I'm cut clean like a scissor. The heroin's ugly, minger. Rock Nation, I'm like Jigger. I'm a whipper, take it out the pot, let the air touch her top like a slipper. Yeah, walking the shore, we'll kill it. Yeah, don't be mad if you're a girl, no, my lyric. Yeah, BVS diamond, these stones are vivid. Yeah. Girl, you're drunk and love, you don't know your limit. Fidget, locking up coke, feel it fidget. Life wasn't smooth, it was rigid. BS1 diamonds, they're vivid. We got a stick for a snitch, it's like Quidditch. 8 ounce on the table, we call that a fillet. Can't eat it, you gotta dill it. These brothers are liars, ain't actual. My girl look better, natural. I made a million, the air touch her top like a slipper. Yeah, walking the shore, we'll kill it. Yeah, don't be mad if you're a girl, no, my lyric. Yeah. BVS diamond, these stones are vivid. Yeah. Girl, you're drunk and love, you don't know your limit. Fidget, locking up coke, feel it fidget. Life wasn't smooth, it was rigid. BS1 diamonds, they're vivid. We got a stick for a snitch, it's like Quidditch. 8 ounce on the table, we call that a fillet. Can't eat it, you gotta dill it. These brothers are liars, ain't actual. Yeah, walking the shore, we'll kill it. Yeah, don't be mad if you're a girl, no, my lyric. Yeah. BVS diamonds, these stones are vivid. Yeah. Girl, you're drunk and love, you don't know. I was at it. Fidget, locking up coke, feel it fidget. Life wasn't smooth, it was rigid. BS1 diamonds, they're vivid. We got a stick for a snitch, it's like Quidditch. 8 ounce on the table, we call that a fillet. Can't eat it, you gotta dill it. These brothers are liars, ain't actual. My girl look better, natural. I made a million, factual. Now certain man hate, but it's natural. Get the drop, shooting that up. Race car, got the boot in the front. You know that I do this for fun. Yeah, I just made a 2 off of 1. Get a brick, let it flip on the flip phone. Little man's on the strip, mom wants a kid home. Yeah, I got all this drip, I don't slip. No, let us catch you slip with you in a split, bro.
Hey, yo, I can't hear nothing.
Hold on, I'm with you. Hold on.
Nah, chill.
He's got two. You got two.
Too fire.
Just too fire.
Bruh. First of all, the beat. I'm not gonna hold. I wasn't expecting this combination to work out so well, but it is.
No.
I just like how he talking this shit. He just
yeah. And it's like,
he like his nuts hang on this one. He's like, little nigga.
Like, I don't have the concern with Fredo running out of things to say. You know, there's some artists I'm just like, damn, I wonder if they're gonna run out of things to say. I don't have that concern with him. I feel like he's been vulnerable enough that he's willing to show that he could talk about you can talk about stuff. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. First, let me mute Discord real quick. All right, we in there. Second of all, yeah, we in there.
8 ounce on the table, we call that a pillar. Can't eat it, you got a dealer. These brothers are liars, ain't actual. My girl look better, natural. I made $1 million factual. Now certain man hate, but it's natural. Get the drop, shooting that up. Race car got the boot in the front. You know that I do this for fun. Yeah, I just made a 2 off of 1. Get a brick, let it flip on the flip phone. Little man's on the strip, mum wants a kid home. Yeah, I got all this drip, I don't slip though. Let us catch you slip with you in a split, bro. You get a dealer. These brothers are liars, ain't actual. My girl look better, natural. I made $1 million factual. Now certain man hate, but it's natural. Get the drop, shooting that up. Race car got the boot in the front. You know that I do this for fun. Yeah, I just made a 2 off of 1. Get a brick, let it flip on the flip phone. Little man's on the strip, mum wants a kid home. Yeah, I got all this drip, I don't slip though. Let us catch you slip with you in a split, bro. You guys ain't done it before. Go round and leave someone's son on the floor. Junkies wrestle when we come in the door. Cause Strobe brought the smackdown, I'm coming with raw. You're suspect, my bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah.
Said SmackDown.
Coming with Raw.
I'm coming with
SmackDown,
Raw.
I'm coming in Raw. Yeah, come on.
Raw. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm in a maze.
It's all there. Everything you need from a rapper is there,
Literally,
man.
it's all there. He didn't talk to the females. He didn't talk to the street niggas. He didn't talk. Man, it's all there.
It's
all
no
there.
repetition. There's no repetition involved.
None. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't have the conservative running out of things to say. I'm not gonna hold you. I think he's gonna deliver. Yeah, we won't get back into this.
Just made a 2 off of 1. Get a brick, let it flip on the flip phone. Little man's on the strip, mum wants a kid home. Yeah, I got all this drip, I don't slip though. Let us catch you slip with you in a split, bro. You guys ain't done it before. Go round and leave someone's son on the floor. Junkies wrestle when we come in the door. Cause Strobe brought the smackdown, I'm coming with raw. You're suspect, my bro like to gossip enough. My AP is shattered, it must work. I can whip it and give it for much love. My cellmate and people are bunker. We ain't died with beef, they got some there. Smart uni girl giving dumb head. Don't want the watch if it don't cost 100. Yeah, walking the show, killer. Yeah. Don't be mad if you're a girl, no, my lyric. Yeah. VVS diamond, these stones are vivid. Yeah. Girl, you're drunk in love, you don't know your limit. No, you never feed bad as spaghetti. My neck, my wrist, spaghettis. The bando's kicking gently. The chain full of colors, confetti. I'm beating her, you should bet me. She won't let you fuck, but she'll let me. Arts round town, I'm Freddy. Cooking a brick for brekkie.
The piano in that was insane as well. That's underrated.
Hey.
Yo,
I swear to God.
Right, let me put these scores in. Does anybody have their scores already? Anybody know what they're saying already?
And by the way, the scores that I put, I mean it. I gave it a 50 out of 10.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Agreed. Agreed.
I don't gotta say too much. Yeah.
Yo, Frank, what are you saying?
God damn, I gave that shit a 10 out of 10. I had it 10 again. Yeah, right. I ain't gonna lie. Everything about this song so it's just different, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is mad.
Yeah. Somebody said he needs a video for this. I agree.
Yeah, no, I did.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
They needed a video. I wanted
Still needs a video.
the picture that was painted. That should have made it way more.
That's a fact. I agree.
Bro, imagine like he would have did a visual where the nigga said my chain lit up like confetti and the chain just left out. That shit would have been what?
Yo, somebody hire Epic as their creative director. Your son, what are you saying about this one? What are you saying about this one?
It's beautiful, man. Like the first half, I wasn't feeling it too much, but then when the beat hollowed after the second chorus, and then we started going crazy with the lyrics and the wordplay, I started just taking it in, just admiring what I'm listening to. So, yeah, I'm liking that one. But I think I'm liking Back to Basics a bit more. But this is still a cool song.
Yeah. Yo, Odin, what you saying?
I'm saying, I mean, he's gone a little bit harder on this one than the previous tracks that we've listened to on the album so far. That's what, just the wordplay in the chorus. It was mad. The beat, the piano in the beat as well. That was sick. Just some really good, just some good music. Overall, some good music, man. And I'm looking forward to the rest of it, to listening to it again, man. Yeah, sick.
Facts.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. I'm really stuck between. I almost said that this was my favorite track off the album, but Back to Basics also. So like they're like neck and neck for me. But this one is definitely a 10 out of 10. I liked how he was talking his shit. He wasn't holding back on these niggas. He was also talking to the females. I like how he came on that. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. It really broke the scale, but it's between this one and Back to the Basics so far. I know we only 3 tracks in, but yeah, for real, 10 out of 10.
What y'all saying?
Yeah, and I think it's a cold song. Like saying, I was like at the beginning, I was like, but then I made it for me. Like, I gave it a 9 out of 10 for me because Back to Basics is still the best song I've heard so far. In it. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much we missed because our audio went out for a bit, but I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 personally because I love it, and I also love the piano outro.
Yeah,
I don't know, that's going to be a theme. Like so far, I don't know if that's what Dave's going to be doing for the whole album, but this is the 3rd track, and yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, facts. I agree. Keeping it 100, like, I gave this one. Let me see what I gave it. I gave it so it gets just below a 10. It gets a 9.88. Only reason why, so I gave it a 9.5 for the flow, just because I felt like, and I could be wrong, but my initial impression, I felt like there was 1 or 2 moments where like the flow switch felt a little bit awkward, like a split second. And maybe if I listen to it again, I'll probably just give it a straight 10. But just my initial impression, there's just that slight moment. But other than that, like flow, the beat, mad. And what I love about what Dave does, he does this thing where towards the end of the beat, when the bars are done, he gives the beat its own time to just ride up a little bit. Lyricism, obviously, we heard it. Replay value, this is, I don't know if I want to say if it's the most replayable so far yet, but it's definitely one of the most replayable so far. Even having considered hearing Money Talks already, but yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, if I could add in, this one's more replayable. Like you could play this one when you're like with your homies or whatever, you know what I mean? Like Back to Basics. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can still play that with your homies, but that's more of like we kicking it, we chilling, we vibing, you know what I mean? That one's more on some, you know what I mean? We might be heading somewhere. We can still play that one. It got like more of like an up-tempo vibe, you know?
Word, I hear that. Yeah, man. All right. Let's jump straight into this next one. This next one is Ready. Are y'all ready? I know y'all hear that.
Stop. Wait a second.
Yes. Ready or not, here I come. Yes.
And this one has Summer Walker on it.
Yes, this one with Summer Walker. So off rip, what I like about this one is it's an American collab and it's already sampling an American song. I was that scared. Y'all ready? I wasn't ready.
To the never value.
We in
Classic beat.
Is you ready or not? I've been waiting the whole damn night. Give me all that you got.
Guys, take it back.
I've heard this.
Take it back.
No. Is you ready or not?
I'm gonna keep doing it back. Okay.
Take it back.
Is you ready or not? I've been waiting the whole damn night. Give me all that you got. All that money ring in my line. You know I never stop. Ooh, you better show me something. Tell me one more time. Is you ready or not?
Reload!
Is you ready or not? I've been waiting the whole damn night. Give me all that you got. All that money ring in my line, you know I never stop. Ooh, you better show me something. Tell me one more time, is you ready or not? If you're ready or not, ready up, ready up, ready or not.
You can run with me or run from me. Yo, I run it up when they run the beat. I remember having dreams of 100 G's. Nah, that's the kind of keys I'm putting up my sleeves. Yo, my baby mom's mad that I've been hardly round, so I bought a couple handbags just to calm her down. We got straps in them flats that hold army rounds. My niggas moving like them vets, we put your doggies down. Billy died, but I've been sleeping better. And that's ever since I up, went to sleep forever. Been on
ready or not, ready up, ready up, ready or not.
You can run with me or run from me. Yo, I run it up when they run the beat. I remember having dreams of 100 G's. Nah, that's the kind of keys I'm putting up my sleeves. Yo, my baby mom's mad that I've been hardly round, so I bought a couple handbags just to calm her down. We got straps in them flats that hold army rounds. My niggas moving like them vets, we put your doggies down. Billy died, but I've been sleeping better. And that's ever since.
Man said, moving like the vets, we put your dogs down. Let's take a second to that marinade.
I've already done my score on the scoreboard, and my number speaks for itself.
Yeah, I'm gonna know if this is a hold on, give me a second. What's good? What's good, Esther? What you saying?
I feel like I might have been attacked. Like, deserve this because
it's outrageous.
How you gonna cook?
Absolutely outrageous, bro.
Yeah.
That's mad.
And something.
Yeah, that's good.
Nah, alright. Let's run this one.
Since I up, went to sleep forever. Been around the world, I never thought I'd see it ever. Where I'm from, these niggas only smoking weed for pleasure. Oh Lord, I don't wanna sell crack no more. I don't wanna be in jail cell, sober. I don't wanna be on bail, I'd rather go talk. All my niggas wanna roll, and it's so short.
I've been waiting the whole damn night. Give me all that you got. All that money ring in my line, you know I never stop. Ooh, you better show me something. Tell me one more time, is you ready or not? If you're ready or not, ready up, ready up, ready or not.
Tour buses with them chains on me. Tour buses with them chains on me. The way I was isn't the way to be. They won't listen, gotta make them see. Now my flows hit harder, pull them waves to the sea. Everyone trying to cool, now they need favors done. But where was they when I was chopping till the razors blunt? Before Billy died, he rinsed my favorite gun. I'll never sell it, bro, I feel to go and frame it up. I get mad love from strangers and less on the block. Save half, spend the rest on the watch. It's funny where I'm from, guns are pressing a lot. But if you're from here in life, you have less of a shot. Little Nathan got life, we couldn't tell him to stop. Now he's doing 28 years, whether ready or not. God, I wonder, will you let me into heaven or what? I've been riding, I've been...
Man said he's doing 28 years, whether he's ready or not. Yo, right talk, what are you saying? What are you saying?
I ain't gonna lie, son. This song is mine. I'm telling you. You know what this remind me of? Like, you know those songs that they play at the ending of a movie? This was
Yeah.
I'm telling you, so like, got that type of replay value. So I'm telling you, so this shit is real.
I can hear this one in the movie. Facts. What are you saying, real quick, Odie?
It's mad. I mean, I've always said in my reactions that if you're using an old beat or you're mentioning an old rapper's name, you know, someone who you respect, you know, I say for me it's you're paying homage, you know, you're paying respect to music that's kind of paved the way for you. It's just mad. It's just mad. I just never expected to hear it when it dropped, and his flow on the beat is impeccable, man.
Yeah, we're just gonna run it. We're just gonna run it. We're gonna run it.
Stealing, I've been selling
Is
a
you
lot.
ready or not? I've been waiting the whole damn night. Give me all that you got. All that money ring in my line, you know I never stop. Ooh, you better show me something. Tell me one more time, is you ready or not? If you're ready or not, ready up, ready up, ready or
You
not.
can't run from the foul, it's nothing but facts. Try run from the foul, get touch on your back. My uncle messed up, he started fucking with crack, but I didn't care, I was still in the trap, fucking with that. Yeah, them hoes change quick, so I ain't fucking with that. But my gut never switched, so I put trust into that. Hella nights that I spent out on the one way, knowing that I'll make it out of there just one day. You can't start life, pause life, or play rewind. So when it comes to my time, don't play with mine. Or you left your knife at home, but I stay with mine. I know a nigga who made that same mistake and died. 5 watchers, and none of them say the time.
Whoa.
Yikes. Wow.
Whoa. You know what it is too? What I like about Fredo is that he's drill rude, but not in the way that drill is rude. You know what I mean? Like he has that level of rude where it's like, but he doesn't do it in the drill way. He's saying it in more like the real rap way. You know what I mean? Like I even like saying real rap, but I mean like just in terms of like he's telling a story with it. That's what I like about like T-Way, for example, right? T-Way, he could talk about certain things and he could say it in a way that's very drill, but it sounds more like a story. You feel me? Like it doesn't just sound like he's being violent for its own sake.
Yeah, it's just the way that he orchestrated his wordplay.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
That spent out on the one way, knowing that I'll make it out of there just one day. You can't start life, pause life, or play rewind. So when it comes to my time, don't play with mine. Or you left your knife at home, but I stay with mine. I know a nigga who made that same mistake and died. 5 watchers, and none of them say the time. What they do, but none of them say it right. Hella hoes, but none of them stay the night. So I'm lonely, but that's just a player's life.
Is you ready or not? I've been waiting the whole damn night. Give me all that you got. All that money ringing my line. You know I never stop. Ooh, you better show me something.
Can we take a moment to acknowledge that Summer Walker being on this is very good strategically. It adds a balance. It's like you can listen to both sides of it. Like you can take in the more for people saying Fred's not drill. I know that, but I'm saying in terms of like what he's saying, it's like what people expect out of drill, but he's not doing it in a drill way. But yeah, like this collab, like Summer Walker it balances out how gritty the song is. Yeah. Sachi, I think you have something you want to say, Sachi?
Yeah, did you hear when he said you can't pause or play rewind, and then the beat literally paused?
I didn't even
stop for a bit.
I didn't even catch that. Hold on, I'm gonna
run if you rewind like 30 seconds, when he said you can't pause or play rewind, the beat just stopped.
Let me play that real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. Knowing that I'll make it out of there just one day. You can't start life, pause life, or play rewind. So when it comes to my time, don't play with mine. Or you left your knife at home, but I stay with mine. I know a nigga who made that same mistake and died. 5 watchers, and none of them say the time. What they do, but none of them say it right. Hella hoes, but none of them stay the night. So I'm lonely, but that's just a player's life.
Is you ready or not? I've been waiting the whole damn night. Give me all that you got. All that money ringing my line. You know I never stop. Ooh, you better show me something. Tell me one more time, is you ready or not? If you're ready or not, ready up, ready or not. You can't run away from these vibes we got. Oh baby, hey baby, yeah, 'cause you're gonna lie. And anywhere you go, only you got to know. Oh baby, hey baby, you can't hide from this life, oh no. Is you ready or not?
Transition.
10.
It says Sachi's.
Nah, it's disgusting. Like my favorite songs, there's a guy rapping and then the woman singing in the chorus.
Yo, highlight CBPX comment, bro.
No, that's a fact. I was gonna say that.
Nah,
Ashanti vibe. I'm so serious.
Man.
Yeah, that's fair.
I agree with that comment.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Yeah, this one. Hold on. Does anybody have anything pressing that they want to say? I need to think about my score. Okay. Anybody have anything pressing they want to say?
Oh, nah.
Everybody just like.
A song is just a perfect song. Everything about it.
Yo, is this
Hold on.
this collaboration with a female?
Yeah, I think this is first. Yeah.
Yeah, is this his first? Yeah, and I'm sorry, that beat dropped I didn't expect to hear a whole. Honestly, the whole thing is just, yeah, it's mad. I think this is my favorite song at the point, guys. It's my favorite song so far, literally.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel just yet. Because there's so much going on with this project. It's just that I don't want to jump the gun. Oh, damn. How do I flows? Was he? How y'all feel? Do y'all feel like he was really like flowing on this one compared to the other ones? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this one was very flow oriented compared to some of the other ones, right? I feel like it's pretty straightforward with the flow, really and truly. I think it was like,
I don't think he was flowing. He was just
it's more of a commercialized song, I think. You know, something you play on the radio. I think that's what he was aiming for in this one. You know, I think someone already said that it's his first female kind of collab, and I think he wanted to make it special for that reason. You know, he wanted to make this one good, and he did it. He got the job done.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like for flows, I don't know. So my overall right now is a 9.5 overall. Only because I gave it an 8 for flow. Just my initial impression. I just don't feel like the flows like really swept me away or nothing. It was straightforward. Like the beat was what really carried this one. The beat and Summer Walker on it. I think those are the two highlights on this one. But it's 1,000,000% replayable. Like it's not even a question. So this one gets a 9.5 for me. Honestly, it's not even a question. Yeah. All right. So we want to jump and let me see what's the average, because y'all over here wilding with these scores. Y'all putting all kind of thousands and hundreds. Let me see. So with Lena, I think Esther. Dylan, what are you saying?
Oh, that's a 9 for me. I was more impressed with Summer Walker. I'm honestly impressed with Fredo now that I know that that's his first like collaboration track with a female. But I was honestly more impressed with Summer Walker on that track than Fredo.
That's a fair point. Esther and David, what y'all saying? Y'all on mute. I got right now. Wait, my fault. Hold on. Go for it.
Well, yeah, I gave it 100. So yeah, no, this one was good.
I think it's a good song, but it's if I'm realistic, it's not like the type of song I would play again. But I can appreciate that it's a really good song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think as well, for me, I really like 90s vibe. So I think that's why I really love this, because I do love 90s music. So the fact that he incorporated that sample makes me love it even more.
Yeah, that's fair. So David, what are you saying for your score overall?
I would like, based on the fact that it's not like one that, you know, it's one of those songs where you listen to it, you're like, this is a folk song. But because I wouldn't necessarily, it's not like a go song, I'll give it like a 8.75.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair point. Boom. So with everybody's scores considered, then y'all have 9.72. I have a 9.5. So I guess we're all more or less within the same ballpark. So yeah, we just gonna jump right into this next one. This is Money Talks. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna play the video for this one. The video actually, and it's interesting because when I did my reaction to this one, I said that I feel like it's the kind of track where if it's placed in the right position in the project, it'll probably make more sense. So I felt like it was really calm. But after hearing Ready right before it, I think it's one of those things where it does have that cinematic vibe. Where like Ready obviously has that very kind of upbeat, kind of intro or outro to a movie kind of a thing, while Money Talks has more of like the middle scene kind of a feeling. You know what I mean? So let me share this. Let me share Money Talks real quick. And then yeah, we in there.
Look, let's keep it real. If money talks, then why the man they're speaking still? I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, babe, we're just speaking still. Chill, my girl like 5'3" when she's in heels. I mean, I just see feds on the M-way. Let's keep it fact. If money talks, then why the man they're speaking back? I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, G, it ain't even that. Cat, my young boy love riding now. He don't even trap. Yo, she wanna leave with the kid. Like my cases, I'm beating it quick. Yo, why you still speaking your shit? Money talks, you don't need any lips. I got rubbers that's running with me. When you see us, best tuck in the piece. I don't shit in the trap, no touching them seats. If I'm in there, I'm flushing the keys. 3 blacks, they handed them time. Like my Audi, you'll handle it fine. Disrespect me, you'll bang on the 9. We come next, they like Amazon Prime.
So real quick, something I want everybody to peep, right? Peep how the story, if you haven't already, peep how the story is progressing. Like, play it back, even though the whole thing is going backwards. So like, play the narrative backwards in your head as you're seeing it. Because somebody actually sent me a video with the video played in reverse, and it makes the same sense. You know what I mean? Like it was interesting. It was interesting to show like the dualities of each character. That's something I pointed out while I was listening to it. Everybody here see the video?
Yeah.
So I didn't see it. Dylan, you saw it or you didn't see it? You saw it? Esther and David, did y'all see the video for this one?
I've seen the reversed as well.
And Odin, you saw this one?
Yeah, it's mad. It's a good one.
Yo, Shadiq, the stream went out.
Did it?
Okay, cool.
They got suspended for policy violation.
Copyrighted audio bet.
I didn't even know for that video though that it was going backwards.
Give me a second. Let me see. What can I do?
Yeah.
Niggas that play the split.
No, I'm not gonna lie. These comments, I wanted to like say something so bad, but then I was like, you know what? It's not working.
It's back up.
All right.
It's back up.
It's back up?
Yeah. I can see it.
Wait, what?
It's back up. I guess what it is that it's gonna it's probably gonna like pause when music is playing and stuff like that for a bit, and then it'll come back. So maybe it's just that we just gotta make sure that we you know what? I'll probably just I'll play the music. I'll just play less of the video. I just say that, you know what I mean?
If we go, we're taking a Glock. She like my clothes, she's taking them off. My tape took long if we waited, I'm sauce. But first, we had to drop tape on that block. Yo, you know what's funny to me? 300 racks ain't no money to me. You're broke, that's why she act funny to be. Bro, you better just run it to me. Now them shows are 100 a fee. I could done it for free. My plug got a present, it's coming for cheap. Them boxes I got ain't for under no tree. Cocaine, no weed on the scale. No gossip, we leave it to girls. Trap boy, it's so easy to tell. Got more soda than Keenan and Cal. No, I don't dance, I money walk. Whipping up with the money fork. Them man been chatting for days. For me, I let my money talk. Let's keep it real. If money talks, then why the...
Yeah, I can't hear nothing.
Oh, I thought you hear me now? Yeah. I said pay attention. He they'll say something, and the line that follows the line will follow the visual that just came up. So he said money talks, and he just put down the money. So there's gonna be a lot of visuals like that in the video.
Them man, they're speaking still. I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, babe, we're just speaking still. Chill, my girl like 5'3" when she's in hills. I mean, I just see feds in the M-way. Let's keep it fat. If money talk, then why them man, they're speaking back? I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, G, it ain't even that. Cat, my young boy love riding now. He don't even trap. I see them man steal the style. Fuck them man. I don't respect my pagans. Gucci freshly shaven. Man's got expectations. Old king try flex on man.
Yeah, so they said going again, so we just give it a second again. But yes, I guess that's what's gonna happen. It's just gonna do that every little bit. So we just give it a second.
Might be because niggas the FBI,
right? Yes, I guess what we would do then is we just listen to the song.
Just got sent to the gulag.
Yo, what
Yeah, I think it's the video.
This chat.
Yeah, it's probably the video. So we just play the song and then
don't worry, we will redeploy in a few seconds.
Right?
Redeploy.
We gonna make it up the gulag.
Yeah, so we made a video. So I'm gonna switch it back to the I'm gonna switch it back.
Everyone hit that like button.
Word. And we just keep it on the we just keep it on the Spotify. Man says everybody's gonna be saying put in a spliff.
Or they say that show.
Yeah, maybe it won't block it through Spotify.
Yeah, because it didn't give us any trouble with the other songs so far.
Bro, your little quick review.
That's a big song too, as well. So
yeah, cause facts. But it'll come back. But yeah, like last time it seemed like it stopped and it came right back, right? Not right back, but it came back in a little bit. Boom, no longer blocked. There we go. We back. So PPR, what we're gonna do is we're gonna not play the video because it seems like the video was what's causing the issue. So we're just gonna listen to the song, and then if anything, if anybody already saw the video, then they could talk about the video a little bit. But yeah, so we just listen to the song. All right, so let's play this song. So we'll start from the top.
Out the gulag again.
Look, let's keep it real. If money talks, then why the man that's speaking still? I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, babe, we're just speaking still. Chill, my girl like 5'3" when she's in heels. I mean, I just see feds on the M-way. Let's keep it fact. If money talks, then why the man that's speaking back? I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, G, it ain't even that. Cat, my young boy love riding now. He don't even trap. Yo, she wanna leave with the kid. Like my cases, I'm beating it quick. Yo, why you still speaking your shit? Money talks, you don't need any lips. I got rubbers that's running with me. When you see us, best tuck in the piece. I don't shit in the trap, no touching them seats. If I'm in there, I'm flushing the keys. 3 blacks, they handed them time. Like my Audi, you'll handle it fine. Disrespect me or bang on the 9. We come next, they like Amazon Prime. If we go, we're taking a Glock. She like my clothes, she's taking them off. My tape took long, if you waited, I'm sauce. But first, we had to drop tape on that block. Yo, you know what's funny to me? 300 racks ain't no money to me. You're broke, that's why she act funny to beat. Bro, you better just run it to me. Now them shows are 100 a feet. I could done them for free. My plug got a present, it's coming for cheap. Them boxes I got ain't for under no tree. Cocaine, no weed on the scale. No gossip, we leave it to girls. Trap boy, it's so easy to tell. Got more soda than Keenan and Cal. No, I don't dance, I money walk. Whipping up with the money fork. Them man been chatting for days. But me, I let my money talk. Let's keep it real. If money talks, then why the man that's speaking still? I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, babe, we're just speaking still. Chill, my girl like 5'3" when she's in heels. I mean, I just see feds on the M-way. Let's keep it fact. If money talks, then why the man that's speaking back? I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, G, it ain't even that. Cat, my young boy love riding now. He don't even trap. I see them man steal the style. Fuck them, man. I don't respect my pagans. Fuji freshly shaven. Man's got expectations. Old thing try flex on man last week with a dead vacation. Baby, I go Heathrow more than your man goes petrol station. Too right, Ronnie and Roxy, year 9. Donnie did Ronnie.
First of all, that Donnie did rob me. Yo, every time I hear that, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Dave spun this one. Dave spun this one.
Too White, Ronnie and Roxy. I don't know if you know, we got a show here called
EastEnders. Yeah.
Yeah, those are 2 characters. They both drowned in a pool together. Too White, Ronnie, that's about cold.
You know what's crazy? I only knew about that because I looked it up when I was editing the lyrics to it. I was like, oh, okay. And Peep too, he said right before that, he said, I think he said 2 black, that's a Keenan and a Kel.
Yeah.
Right? They said Ronnie, 2 white, Ronnie and a Roxy. Yeah, this one. Yeah,
Dave's the coolest.
Dave spun this one.
Man that's speaking back. I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, G, it ain't even that. Cat, my young boy love riding now. He don't even trap. I see them man steal the style. Fuck them, man. I don't respect my pagans. Coochie freshly shaven. Man's got expectations. Old thing try flex on man last week with a dead vacation. Baby, I go Heathrow more than your man goes petrol station. Too white, Ronnie and Roxy, year 9. Donnie did rob me, big flick, that's gotta be on me. Before Black Ops, we had zombies. Spooky bando.
Did y'all peep that?
Before Black Ops, we had zombies.
Man said before Black Ops, and then somebody pointed out to somebody said he could either mean the game Black Ops or you mean before he had Ops. He already
Black Ops, yeah.
He already had zombies. I was like,
And then we had zombies.
I was like, nah, that one. All right, my bad. Just run that back a little bit.
I'll be on me before Black Ops, we had zombies. Spooky bando, this Thierry, no Henri. Jeans, Amiri, come costly. Gotta have teeth when a man's this flossies. That's gotta be on me before Black Ops, we had zombies. Spooky bando, this Thierry, no Henri. Jeans, Amiri.
Man said spooky bando. This T is airy. No Henri. Thierry Henry.
Thank you.
Come on. It's mad.
Yeah, that's cold now.
This T is airy.
Like,
what? Yo.
Come costly, gotta have teeth when a man's this flossy. Let's keep it real. If money talks, then why them man they're speaking still? I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, babe, we're just speaking still. Chill, my girl like 5'3" when she's in heels. I mean, I just see feds on the M-way. Fuck that, I'm speeding still. I got a brown in saying I'm toxic. So what? I'm beating still. We've come a long way from days on the back of the bus with the cheapest deals. Still, half that price, dark and light. That's Denise and Phil. Let's keep it facts. If so what? I'm beating still. We've come a long way from days on the back of the bus with the cheapest deals. Still, half that price, dark and light. That's Denise and Phil. Let's keep it facts. If money talks, then why them man they're speaking back? I heard you and her doing a thing. Nah, G, it ain't even that. Cat, my young boy love riding now. He don't even trap. I see them man steal the style. I'm gonna need it back. Track boy wanna sign with Sony. Left there, kept dealing packs. They know we're speaking facts. Don't even speak if you ain't speaking raps. Dark and light, feed the cats. That's Denise and Max. You and her doing a thing. Nah, G, it ain't even that. Cat, my young boy love riding now. He don't even trap. I see them man steal the style. I'm gonna need it back. Track boy wanna sign with Sony. Left there, kept dealing packs. They know we're speaking facts. Don't even speak if you ain't speaking raps. Dark and light, feed the cats. That's Denise and Max.
Those EastEnders references? Stupid.
Wait, what was that?
Stupid. Those EastEnders references, Denise and Max, they're both on EastEnders for Denise and Phil.
Denise and Max, man.
Yeah.
Max
Yeah. And peep the influence that's about to ride out. Peep the influence that's about to ride out. Peep this. Now, real quick, I'm gonna get my recap down the line again. This one was produced by Dave. So now, when I initially reacted to this one, I gave it an 8.63. I said flow and beat were both a 9. Lyricism was an 8.5 because Dave carried it. I said that Dave carried this one with the lyricism, and I gave it an 8 for replay for the same reason why I gave the first one an 8 for replay. I said I wouldn't listen to this one outside of the context of the project, but I had a suspicion that if listening to it down the straight down the line with all the songs, it would sound better, and that's how I feel. I feel like after just hearing Ready, this one follows it up really well. But to just listen to it alone, I was just like, me personally, nah. But it's not just a bad song. It's just that Dave carried a majority of it, in my opinion, and then I just don't see myself listening to it. But I'm gonna go straight down. I'm gonna start with Lena. Wait, Lena, you there? All right, I'm gonna start with Lena.
I did a review on this on my channel. I gave it a 9 because personally, I haven't listened to Dave as much. So when it comes to understanding certain things that he's trying to get across in his lines, I kind of got a little bit confused. So I gave it a 9. But other than that, it was a solid song. I like Fredo because I'm understanding Fredo a little more. So that's just honestly why.
Right, Talk. What are you saying?
Yeah, I give it a 9. I give it a 9 off of wordplay, and then off of the visual alone too. I give the visual a 10.
Mm-hmm.
And on the fact of Fredo's wordplay, I'll probably give Fredo's wordplay like a good 8, 8.5. But then as far as like Dave, I give it like a good 8.5. Nah, they both spun it. Yeah, it was collectively like a good song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts. I think this is definitely one of those that works better in a project than it does as a standalone, in my opinion. But let's run it back to Sarchi.
Visual makes it a standalone.
Facts. What are you saying, Sarchi?
Yeah, I wouldn't say Fredo dragged it down, but Dave completely spun him. Like, if I'm gonna listen to that again, probably gonna skip Fredo's bit, just get to the bit that I came for, which is Dave's bit. Those EastEnders references, yeah. Like, I don't expect anything less from Dave, but yeah, just yeah. Hello? What happened?
No.
I was muted and I just went off. I said to homie who just said that reactions take no skill. You grab a camera and try to do a reaction. Grab your phone, right? But until you do it, go suck your mom 100 times until you can figure out whether
1,000 times.
Anyways, Odin, you up?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm kind of with Sarchi on this one. Not that I wouldn't skip Fredo, but I think Dave was the main kind of hitter in this one for me. But what you said previously, a few tracks ago about Dave's beats, I've listened to this before, but I didn't listen to the end of the beat. I thought that was the end of the song. So to hear the beat played and, like you said, have the kind of little bit of caption at the end with regards to the beat having its own kind of time, if you like, I thought that was sick. It was a good little promotion, if you know what I mean. It was a good promotion for him,
I agree. Word. Esther, David, what are you saying?
Yeah, so I think that this one was one of them songs where they were both like lyrically, well, more so Dave showing like what he's got, and it's one of those real deep songs that you don't necessarily like. You hear it and listen to what it's got to say. You don't necessarily like listen to it over and over again. So I gave it like a 9. Personally, because they were both cold.
Yeah, I think for me, the visuals kind of made me listen to the song a bit more, because once I saw the video, I went back and watched it again to kind of like understand it, break it down. And because I've watched the video so many times, I feel like now it's stuck. So I'm going to give it a 9. And then also as well, I don't know if you guys have heard Funky Friday. They have a song together called Funky Friday. The flow that they had on this reminded me of Funky Friday, but like a lot. But I 100% like the song more because of Dave's part, and the piano instrumental at the end was really good. But yeah, I'll give it a 9.
I agree. And then Dylan, what are you saying?
All right, so originally I gave it a 9.5, but then I switched it to an 8.5 because it's a good song. And I didn't even realize I liked the song as much as I did until I heard it again right now. But I feel like Dave carried Fredo on his own track. So it's like, and I don't know. So like, that's kind of like what made me bring it down. But on Dave's end, I truly did. Like, he gets a 10 out of 10 for me.
Word. So you saying a 8.5 overall, Dylan?
Yeah, because I don't feel like Dave was like dragging Fredo, but I do feel like he was carrying him on his own track. And for that reason alone, I had to just go with the 8.5 as an overall song, because Fredo felt more like a filler than the actual artist of the song. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Like it didn't fit. Yeah, honestly, it felt like it was more Dave featuring Fredo in terms of the way. I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, too, I think when you're talking about projects like this where there's two. Because at the end of the day, Dave is EP in it, right? He's executive producing it, so it makes sense for every once in a while to kind of switch it a little bit, to have somebody else kind of, I don't want to say take the reins, but just to switch the dynamic up a little bit more. So I respect that, honestly. Yo, rank talk is weak on. Let's see.
You okay, boys?
Yo.
It's always gotta be spacey, I swear.
I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna say, let's move on to the next one. If you didn't already,
So I said how this nigga ended up on the floor.
If y'all didn't already drop your scores, we're about to be halfway through. We're on track number 6. Well, we're already pretty much halfway through. So yeah, let's get straight through this one. All right, we in there.
Yo, bro, yo, Sadiq, bro. I wanna do.
Yo, what?
Yo, bro, I dead ass love you, bro. No cap.
Wait, what you said?
I dead ass love you, bro. That's how you supposed to do it, goddamn. Go and suck your mother. Fuck. Run the rhythm.
What should we do tonight? Where should we go? I don't know. I let you choose the flight. I know my shoes on night. Dripping on scuba light. Slipping, you lose your life. Girl, I wanna do you right. I wanna do you right. What should we do tonight? Where should we go? I don't know. I let you choose the flight. I know my shoes on night. Dripping on scuba light. Slipping, you lose your life. Girl, I wanna do you right. So what should we do tonight? Yeah, where should we go? I don't know. I let you choose a flight. I'm Fred, my shoes and that. I drip like scuba dive. Don't slip, you lose your life. Big whip, no Uber ride. Yeah. We pull up, hop out, all on the other side. Shoot your guy. Girl, I don't wanna tell you another lie. I didn't choose the slap. Slap chose me, bitch. Got eyes rolling. Touch you, you might go sleep. Little man, that's baby bye. My name is Freddie, I never lie. Girl, I can't play with my nose, but I know how to play with the soul. PG, everyone knows. Violate us, then you gotta go. When we're drinking cocktails, I'm on the phone hitting block cells. A lot of them tried, a lot failed. Them man can't keep up with the old stuff. Slow-mo, showing for 50, I don't go. Up and down all day like a yo-yo. I got my gun, I don't need to be.
Nah. I gotta take this back a little bit. First of all, the beat. I'm loving the beat. It has that kind of, I don't want to say American sound to it, but it has that kind of trappy kind of vibe to it. It's a very bright sound for not so bright content. You know what I mean?
When he first came in, he kind of like fell off a little bit, but he picked it back up as the song went on. Like if you listen to how the song started, he kind of started like a little bit off beat, but then he kind of flowed right into it. So kind of like you wouldn't really tell unless you really like listening to the shit really that much.
Yep, yeah, that makes sense to me.
I like the auto-tune. I like the auto-tune on this. I think
Yeah,
it's good.
At first, I didn't know if I was gonna like it. At first, I didn't know if I was gonna like it because, again, I kind of agree with Epic. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, this is one of these songs. But then he picked it up, and I was like, okay. Especially when he did the little bow, and that was nice. I like that.
Word. All right, let's run this back.
Shoot your guy. Girl, I don't wanna tell you another lie. I didn't choose the slap. Slap chose me, bitch. Got eyes rolling. She might go sleep. Little man, that's baby bad. My name is Freddie, I never lie. Girl, I can't play with my nose, but I know how to play with the soul. PG, everyone knows. Violate us, then you gotta go. When we're drinking cocktails, I'm on the phone hitting block cells. A lot of them tried, a lot failed. Them man can't keep up with the old sound. Slow-mo, showing for 50, I don't go. Up and down all day like a yo-yo. I got my gun, I don't need to be polo. She giving head, all in the band, screaming out YOLO. Can't go out again without her and her friend. One in the photo, give me a reason. I like my chicken and women with season. She's eating the meat, but she's vegan. Don't chase with the pussy, I easing. My niggas are dripping.
I like my chicken and women with season.
Nigga said she's eating on me, but she's vegan.
Oh, bro. That's my favorite bar.
That one, And I was just about to say,
That
my
one,
head,
like,
this one
one's
is
like a.
it's an incline. It's definitely an incline. Even I was saying is that it's not super very heavy lyrically. I think this is one of those examples where you let the vibe of the song carry the energy, so you don't do too much lyrically. But he's dropping in lyrical moments, at the up and down sound like a yo-yo. He's like sprinkling it in, and he's like going, sprinkling, going. But I think the auto tune is carrying it a bit, and not carrying it in a bad way. Like it's helping progress the song, and the beat is definitely helping progress the song a lot too. Fact.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's run this one real quick.
Giving head, all in the band, screaming out YOLO. Can't go out again without her and a friend, one in the floor. Give me a reason. I like my chicken and women with season. She's eating at me cause she's vegan. Don't chase with the pussy I easing. My niggas are dripping in season. The ops have been dripping and bleeding. My bro lied in my face. Know what he says, I don't believe him. One time, we're running from one time. They think I give guns to the young guy. Won't be a nice day if one of my sons rise. On point, you lay sun tight. I can't even trust one guy. Let me hear somebody stutter. Make bro let it burn like he's sure. I might go slide in your DM, but I won't ride in no BM. Got food and you're likely to see him. Mommy said money ain't nicer than freedom. I'm drippy.
The flows. He switched up with the flows out of nowhere. We taking that one back. Taking that one back.
My sun's rise. On point, you lay sun tight. I can't even trust one guy. Let me hear somebody stutter. Make bro let it burn like he's sure. I might go slide in your DM, but I won't ride in no BM. Got food and you're likely to see him. Mommy said money ain't nicer than freedom. I'm drippy, I'm lit. That shit that just frightens my BM. She know every girl in the city. Deep down really trying to be with her. I got a bad bitch, but you can have it. Think I do magic the way that I vanish. Was a savage, now I'm living lavish. My nigga more flashy than Hazard. I'm feeling you. White girl with me, Olivia. She just got in from Bolivia. Damn, I can't wait to get rid of you. I wanna do you right. What should we do tonight? Where should we go? I don't know. I let you choose the flight. I know my shoes on now.
Nah, I like what he's doing with his voice. Here.
Agreed.
Like the cadences are creating a lot of the vibe of the track. Like, what do you like that? That's why I think there's a lot of value in this one. Yeah, facts. Just run it back.
Dripping on super black. We do tonight. Where should we go? I don't know. I let you choose the flight. I know my shoes on now. Dripping on super black. Slipping, you live your life. Girl, I wanna do you right. So what should we do tonight? Yeah, where should we go? I don't know. I let you choose the flight. I'm Fred, my shoes are nice. I drip that scuba dive. Don't slip, you lose your life. Big whip, no Uber rap. Yeah, we pull up, hop out, all on the other side. Shoot your guy. Girl, I don't wanna tell you another lie. I didn't choose this life. This life chose me. Got ice rolling. Touch it, you might go see. Little man, that's baby bad. My name is Freddy, I never lie.
From like 13 years old, I was saying, yeah, this youth's always he's always involved. Any scenario, situation that goes on, he's there. Yeah, I remember saying, yeah, them youths, they are keeping up their things, boy. We need to send them as much guidance as possible.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, I said one thing I like how he's using some of these moments to like sprinkle in these voice notes, kind of, I want to share wisdom, but to kind of give little tidbits as to what the project represents to Fredo. Yeah, they won't be like unmute because they're a little bit behind, but yeah, but I like that personally. I appreciate the fact that he's doing that. It adds more value to the project instead of it just being a straight song. And the one thing I'm gonna say too is I feel like this one probably could have been shorter. It gives me interlude vibes. So I think this one could have been a little bit shorter, but overall, I think it's dope. Word. Damn. Anybody have anything that they want to start out with?
I enjoyed the versatility.
Go for it, Odin.
I thought the versatility was it was kind of it was ballsy, if you know what I mean, because I think once you find a craft and what you're good at and you stick with it, it's good. But what I do respect is when an artist tries something new, and he's tried 2 new things on this. He's tried, you know, featuring a female artist on this, which I thought worked. The auto-tune thing, I'm not too sure. That's why I've given it an 8. I like some of it, but it's not like I'd revisit it, if you know what I mean. It's not like a song I'd stick on a playlist, but I respect what he's done with it. And yeah, I do like it. I do like it. I couldn't give it a 10. I couldn't give it a 9. It's got to be an 8.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's a nice song. It's there's better songs, but I like the auto-tune. It works. I don't normally like auto-tune, but yeah, I think he pulled it off. So yeah, I'm liking it. It's a nice song. I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, I gave it an 8. I ain't gonna lie. I like the versatility, just like Odin said, like him trying something new.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's just like I feel like he's trying to tap into like the wave sound because he know like that type of era is coming in, especially like in the UK sound. Because outside of drill, you have a whole bunch of wave artists that's coming up right now. So I feel like he's trying to tap into that. So versatility within that, he executed it well, but I don't see him doing that a lot.
Fair play. What do you think, Spacey?
Nah, the same, bro. We was just talking about that.
All right, that makes sense. Esther, David, what you saying?
Yeah, I kind of respect the fact that he's trying something different, like wave/trap, like vibe. Not really sure, but yeah, I respect that he's trying something new, something different. I would give this 8.5 because I feel like it's a vibe. I feel like the auto-tune was a bit too much in some of the song, but yeah.
No, I'll give it an 8 because yeah, same. I don't necessarily like auto-tune either at all. So, but I can see how he's made it work and how like it's a song, but yeah, it's just not my type of. So, but it is a decent. So I'll give it 8.
Word, fair play. Dylan, what you saying?
I give it an 8, pretty much just like everybody else. I respect the versatility. I do appreciate that he didn't drag out the same flow throughout the song, but it doesn't have much replay value. Like, I'm probably not going to bump it again, but yeah, overall, I give it an 8. It's not a bad song.
Word, and I think up next is Lena.
Yeah, I think we was talking about this yesterday, kind of like how artists try to stay relevant, and I think by using the auto-tune, he was trying to not stay relevant, but he was trying to take the next step of trying, like, let's say drill dies down a little bit and then auto-tune becomes, because I see auto-tune becoming this big thing now, and I'm not really a fan of auto-tune, but a lot of artists are trying it now, so I think that's one of the things he's trying, and sometimes it works for people, sometimes it doesn't. Am I a fan of his auto-tune? It's okay, but like I could have went without it, so I gave it an 8.5 because the song wasn't, like Dylan said, I wouldn't replay it like again and again and again. It's just like one of those songs that was like, okay, he tried something new. It was good, but it wasn't like something that wowed me.
Word, I think that's all fair play. I gave this one, let me see real quick. I said, so from the top, I said flow. I gave it I don't know, wrong one. I gave this one an 8.5 for the flow, for the moments where the flow switched up. I think that was a good touch, just doing that here and there. The beat, I love the beat personally. I think this was a really good beat. I enjoyed it. I like the touches of the strings in there. Like I said, it helped balance out the fact that it wasn't a super heavily lyrical song. You feel me? But it had the right lyrics for this kind of vibe. I also think that replay value-wise, I gave it an 8.5 for the replay value because this is one that I could play outside of the project. Like, I could actually play this one personally, but in general, it isn't like a huge banger. But I see a lot of people talking about this next one, this Burner on Deck. This one's featuring Pop Smoke. So I don't want to hold anybody else any longer. We're gonna go right into this one.
Rico's going crazy. He's going crazy. He's going crazy. He's going crazy. He's going crazy. Yo, sweet tenant, sweet tenant, sweet tenant.
Burn on deck, in Hakkasan on no boot. Just put Blondie in my hand, I feel like Goku. Oh, burn on deck.
This is a Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
This is a Pop Smoke beat.
Yes.
Burn on deck, in Hakkasan on no boot. Just put Blondie in my hand, I feel like Goku. Oh, burn on deck, in Hakkasan and Noble. Just before in my cup, now my cup is purple. Burn on deck, in Hakkasan on no clear. I just left with your girl, but we leave no clear. Little nigga got a voice, fix that shit, that's Pro Tools. Young boy came up off crack cocaine, I said that's the OG. Yo, we just got in with that burner. Turn your friend into a murder.
Yo, y'all hear this beat? I know y'all hear this beat.
Yeah.
Banger.
Also, I think this man said one hand in the air,
Banger.
like
Yeah. I like the way it came in too.
That's what I'm saying. Like it has touches, and I agree with. I think it was Space who said this is definitely a Pop Smoke type beat. 1,000%. This has pop written all over it. Yeah.
I want to have 808.
Was that?
Who did Pop Smoke beats? 808 Mellow or some shit like that?
It was 808 Mellow. Yeah, it was mostly 808 Mellow. I
Yeah,
think
808 Mellow.
This one was produced by I don't want to pronounce this wrong. Yaz Beats and Rico. So I'm not sure where they're from, but shout out to them.
In Hakkasan on no clear. I just left with your girl, but we leave no clear. Little nigga got a voice, fix that shit, that's Pro Tools. Young boy came up off crack cocaine, I said that's the OG. Yo, we just got in with that burner. Turn your friend into a murder. They're taking L's, they're learners. Tennis chains on me, I'm a server. She got a big mouth and I swerve. Original, just like a werver. You jump in the fence, hurdle. I just broke in your bitch like a burglar. Burglar. And I put gorillas, no paper. Slide on your block and he tape on. Save the game with no caper. Came in the game and burglar. And I put gorillas, no paper. Slide on your block and he tape on. Save the game with no caper. Came in the game in my apron. She wanna eat out on the late one. Busting it open, it's day one. Day one. In Hakkasan on no boot. Just put Blondie in my hand, I feel like Goku. Oh, burn on deck. In Hakkasan and Noble. Just before in my cup, now my cup is purple. Burn on deck. In Hakkasan on no clear. I just left with your girl, but we leave no clear. Little nigga got a voice, fix that shit, that's Pro Tools. Young boy came up off crack cocaine, I said that's the
I just got the drip on my LP, like in the spot, we hop out and park it. I smoke, them air we hop out and spark up. Shoot up the scenery, dip off and trade on.
That's Pro Tools. Young boy came up off crack cocaine, I said that's the
I just got the drip on my LP, like in the spot, we hop out and park it. I smoke, them air we hop out and spark up. Shoot up the scenery, dip off and trade artillery. I do not play with no enemy, because they tryna get rid of me.
Dropping, high road, see me in a foreign. All black, feel like I'm in Gotham. The heroin come from a poppin'. Got hit in his leg, hopping. Smoking the up, got me coughing. Schooling these youths, I'm a boffin'. In Hakkasan on no boot. Just put Blondie in my hand, I feel like Goku. Dropping, high road, see me in a foreign. All black, feel like I'm in Gotham. The heroin come from a poppin'. Got hit in his leg, hopping. Smoking the up, got me coughing. Schooling these youths, I'm a boffin'. In Hakkasan on no boot. Just put Blondie in my hand, I feel like Goku.
Burn on deck, in Hakkasan and Noble. Just before in my cup, now my cup is purple.
Burn on deck. In Hakkasan on no clear. I just left with your girl, but we leave no clear. Little nigga got a voice, fix that shit, that's Pro Tools. Young boy came up off crack cocaine, I said that's the OG. High road, see me in a foreign. All black, feel like I'm in Gotham. The heroin come from a poppin'. Got hit in his leg, hopping. Smoking the up, got me coughing. Schooling these youths, I'm a boffin'. In Hakkasan on no boot.
Just put Blondie in my hand, I feel like Goku.
Burn on deck, and Hector sent a noble. Just before in my cup, now my cup is purple. Burn on deck, and Hector sign on no clear. I just left with your girl, but we leave no clear.
Little nigga got a verse, fix that shit, that's Pro Tools. Young boy came off crack cocaine, I still like the O2s.
Yo,
Yo, first of all, shout out to Yo's. I heard his tag at the end. Whoa.
Banger.
This one was different. Alright, hold on.
Nah, that's a 10.
Yo,
Yeah.
the comments. What you saying? What you saying? R.I.P. Pops. First of all.
Yeah, word. We love to see it, man. We love to see it.
That's this
R.I.P.
one.
Pop.
This one.
We love to see it.
This one is goes to show the possibilities of what the collabs could have sounded like.
Yeah, word. We love to see it, man.
Yeah.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
Great.
Wow.
You hear that shit at the end? Yo, I heard it like 3 times in this project, and it gave me.
Yes, the pianos were wicked. Hold on. So from the top right, what are you saying?
I gave it a 10. Yeah, I gave it a 10. I can't really. Somebody said that Pop it might have not been finished. Yeah, right. But overall, it's a great song. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it like a 9.5.
Very well executed, bro.
I'll give it that.
I'm telling you.
Yo, real quick, shout outs to Rel. Thank you for popping in, bro. We got you next time.
Yeah, shout out to Rel. Yeah, shout out to Rel.
Yo, Sachi, what you saying?
Yeah, now if only Pop's verse was a bit longer, I would have given it a 10 because that was literally the definition of a Pop Smoke beat, and he had the shortest verse. So I didn't get that, but otherwise the song's cold. So I rate that 9.5.
Facts, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a straight 10, man.
Straight 10.
That's a straight 10. Like
Song
from
is too cold.
the start to the end, and then that part where the piano came in. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's a straight 10.
Was this? Does anyone know if this was produced as well by Dave? Because whoever produced this is flexing.
It wasn't Dave. It was my name Yaz and Rico.
Nah, that middle where he switches the whole beat. It's called.
Yeah, that was.
That's a big flex, for real. That's how you know. That's how you know you're producing for real.
I agree. Yo, Dylan, what you saying?
Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 for me. From the beat to, I like the way how they all flowed like off of each other too. So yeah, the whole song is a 10 out of 10 for me. I kind of understand why Pop's verse may not have been a full verse. So RP Pop, yeah, 10 out of 10. I fuck with that.
Word.
Got replay value for sure.
Facts. I hear that. Lena, what you think?
I definitely agree with everybody saying. I'll give it a 9.5. I wish Pop Smoke's verse was a little longer because I think it would have made it like it would have bounced a little more. But usually I also don't like young ads. Yeah. Their auto-tune sometimes is overwhelming for me. But for this song, it was like very calm, especially with Pop Smoke like coming in at the same time. So I feel like it worked well. But yeah, I wish Pop Smoke's verse was longer.
Yeah. So Odin, what are you saying?
I'm with Sachi on this one and Lena. You know, I'd like a longer Pop Smoke verse. I've got to give it a 9.5 because it's something like I enjoyed them all singing on the beat as well. I think Young Ads, I first come across him when he did the song with Skepta, which popped for me. I thought that was a banger. But yeah, I would have liked to hear, of course, you know, he's passed away, rest in peace, but I would like to hear a little bit more from Pop Smoke, I think, you know, with the American beat and everything, with the American style of the beat. Yeah. But it was a banger.
Yeah, I agree. My overall ended up falling a little bit above a 9. It was like a 9.13. The flows, there was enough switch ups for me to give it a little bit more than an 8. The beat, cold, lyricism. This wasn't a lyrical heavy song. I don't feel like it was. It had lyrical moments, but it was like sprinkles of sprinkles. But then replay value was a 10. So it's like this is definitely one of those I would play. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go play Burner on Deck. I'm gonna go tell my friends, go listen to Burner on Deck.
Yeah.
So that's why I give this one a little bit above a 9. I think if Pop was able to get a longer verse, it probably would have hit closest to 9, 5, 10 range. But I think, again, this is one of those where it wasn't intended for the lyricism to carry. I think this was intended for it to be a vibe that carries the song. And I think it did that very well. Very, very well. Next up, we have I Miss. So I'm wondering if they're going to slow it down with this next one. Hold on. So we got I Miss. But real quick, so we're at the halfway point, just over. How y'all feeling about the project so far, though?
It's solid.
Solid.
Yeah, as an overall project, so
No
far,
reasons.
I'm giving like a good 8.5.
Fair play.
Yeah, 8.5 for me too.
Right. All right, so I'm going to jump to the next track right now.
Yeah.
I miss when them bricks were 28. I miss when them hammers were cheap. I'm missing my niggas in jail. I miss when them bricks were 28. I miss when them hammers were cheap. I'm missing my niggas in jail. Got me here just wishing you're free. I miss throwing pounds at the wall. I miss getting lost in the street. I miss all them times I slack. Now my nigga will knock it for me. I miss going so hard in the war. I miss when we went halves in them drawers. I miss block holes asking for jaw. Fill her mouth up, she can't even talk. I miss nitties, they're asking for more. I miss when you would answer the door. I miss love, got me here just wishing you're free. I miss throwing pounds at the wall. I miss getting lost in the street. I miss all them times I slack. Now my nigga will knock it for me. I miss going so hard in the war. I miss when we went halves in them drawers. I miss block holes asking for jaw. Fill her mouth up, she can't even talk. I miss nitties, they're asking for more. I miss when you would answer the door. I miss Billy, I can't even talk. One thing we don't miss is a target for sure. Pussy nigga been hugging the fence. You ain't got no game, you're stuck in the bench. Roll up, even covered in drench. The feds say I got more money than sense. Copper on me ain't no couple of pence. The Lambo is fucking intense. If you're broke, just don't even talk. I miss nitties, they're asking for more. I miss when you would answer the door. I miss Billy, I can't even talk. One thing we don't miss is the target for sure. Pussy nigga been hugging the fence. You ain't got no game, you're stuck in the bench. Roll up, even covered in drench. The feds say I got more money than sense. Copper on me ain't no couple of pence. The Lambo is fucking intense. If you're broke, just leave it alone. It costs you like 10 for a couple of dents. And Harrods is cool, I pop 'em for fun, but there's nothing I love more than shopping for guns. Catch me slipping, I'm not gonna run. I put way too much up in my lungs. The AP was 40, I got that for fun. 16, try pop it and run. Before them leaves, I cut me a gun. Before rap man got a spot for my mum. Billy went on the glide with a 4 in his hand. Hopped out, he was pouring on man. Then she like 10 for a couple of dance. And Harrods is cool, I pop 'em for fun, but there's nothing I love more than shopping for guns. Catch me slipping, I'm not gonna run. I put way too much up in my lungs. The AP was 40, I got that for fun. 16, try pop it and run. Before them leaves, I cut me a gun. Before rap man got a spot for my mum. Billy went on the glide with a 4 in his hand. Hopped out, he was pouring on man. They shot back, he died. I'm mourning for man. These streets just don't go according to plan. Now youths with no bodies are talking on man. A new op just caught him a tan. Bad bitch can't stay the night. I'm from Zart and they raised me right. I miss when them bricks were 28. I miss when them hammers were cheap. I'm missing my niggas in jail. Got me here just wishing you're free. I miss throwing pounds at the wall. I miss getting lost in the street. I miss all them times I slack. Now my nigga will knock it for me. I miss going so hard in the war. I miss when we went halves in them drawers. I miss block holes asking for jaw. Fill her mouth up, she can't even talk. I miss nitties, they're asking for more.
Y'all hear the pianos?
This is my favorite type of Fredo track, man. Just hardcore. It reminds me of rapping and trapping. It's just this for me is Fredo. You know what I'm saying? This is Fredo's music, man. Yeah,
I agree.
This is a banger.
I agree. I feel like this is like I think it's like the pinnacle of his sound. I think it's like the mastery of the sound that makes him the artist that's him. You know what I mean? Like, and then the pianos. I think this one has to be produced by Dave because them pianos. It's not actually produced by Kirk Beats. But you know what? Did Dave executive produce the whole project? So I wouldn't that he had hands and bits and pieces of it in general. But wow.
I miss getting lost in the street. I miss all them times on slack. My nigga will knock it for me. I miss going so hard in the war. I miss when we went halves in them drawers. I miss block holes asking for jaw. Fill her mouth up, she can't even talk. I miss nitties, they're asking for more. I miss when you would answer the door. I miss Billy, I can't even talk. One thing we don't miss is the target for sure. Yeah, I miss breaking it down. Yeah, I miss working it hard. Now I'm a star. I just make drinks like I work in a bar. Don't let the gang pull up. You know they fire them shells. A new op just went sleep. If you ask me, he was tired as hell. Yeah, I miss all that as the target for sure.
Man,
yeah.
He said the op went sleep. He was tired as hell.
Yeah, I miss breaking it down. Yeah, I miss working it hard. Now I'm a star. I just make drinks like I work in a bar. Don't let the gang pull up. You know they fire them shells. A new op just went sleep. If you ask me, he was tired as hell. Yeah, I miss all that flexing with Asco. I can't even wait till he touchdown. Them man there are just clown. Chandelier AP cost 4-5 bust down. Trapping, yeah, we out late in the night. Swerve, till my feet hurt, like my trainers were tight. I miss feeling excited of buying them jewels, leaving the racks in the store. Now it's so normal, I spend 100 racks and don't snap it no more. I still got my back to the wall. If I lose, who are actually cool? Do wrong and you naturally fall. I don't even try, I'm just naturally cool.
And this one has like a minute left, so you know it's about to be mad with the beat.
I miss when them bricks were 28. I miss when them hammers were cheap. I'm missing my niggas in jail. Got me here just wishing you're free. I miss throwing pounds at the wall. I miss getting lost in the street. I miss all them times on slack. Now my nigga will knock it for me. I miss going so hard in the war. I miss when we went halves in them drawers. I miss block holes asking for jaw. Fill her mouth up, she can't even talk. I miss nitties, they're asking for more. I miss when you would answer the door. I miss Billy, I can't even talk. One thing we don't miss is the target for sure.
Fire. Drug season was about whip the lighter out, man, and then he disconnected.
That actually made no sense. That made no sense.
It was banger.
All right, hold on. So one of the things that I like the notion of how everything was. It was I miss. Then the one thing we don't miss is the target. Even like that. I like that. That instead of having to just be a repetitive motif where it's just one thing, having that one small moment to make it like just be a little bit different. Yeah. That flow. Again, this one wasn't really a crazy one flow wise. I think it was a standard Fredo flow in my opinion. I feel like the beat was mad. That one, I give this one a 10 for the beat. Lyrically, I give this one. I don't know how I feel about this one lyrically. I think I want to hit on a 9 lyrically, and replay wise, as good as it is, I'm gonna still give it an 8.5 for the replay, just because I feel like this is another one of those where I'm gonna want to listen to it with the project. I don't think I'm gonna say I'm gonna go listen to I Miss, but if it played in like on a shuffle, I wouldn't skip it. Like I would let it rock. Like it wouldn't make me have to play the whole project. But yeah, so I think overall that falls just below a 9. My overall ends up being a 8.88. So for those of you who are wondering why I'm getting all these decimals, because I'm doing 4 categories. So I get a 8.88. But I'm gonna go straight across, starting from Rag Talk.
I gave it like a 8.5. Track was a vibe in a sense. It wasn't super lyrical. He had some punchlines in it. I'm saying like overall it was beat vibe.
Yeah, I gave it like an 8. It's probably my least favorite song so far. Like other than the fact that I miss. The one thing we don't miss is the target. I like that, but yeah, otherwise probably my least favorite so far, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll give this a 9. I do like it, but I don't know. I think like for Fredo music, this is the type of song imagine him doing whenever I think about Fredo. So I don't know. I'll give it a 9. Play value probably 8. I probably wouldn't really like to play it again, but yeah.
I'll probably give it an 8. I didn't dislike it, and I didn't like it. So to me, it's just like an 8. It's in the right song for me, basically. So I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I gave it an 8. I agree with Sarchi. This is not my favorite song. I have to say, probably out of all the songs I've heard so far, it's probably like the least favorite. The beat was cool. I wouldn't really play it, and the lyrics was cool. Like I was catching certain things, but it just wasn't sticking out to me. Like I honestly didn't like it.
Straight up banger for me. Straight up banger. 9.5 overall for everything. I don't know, when I hear this type of beat, when I hear this type of Fredo rapping, for me that is his kind of his thing to do. You know what I mean? If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know, I love that saying. 9.5 overall for me. I thought it was a banger. I liked it, man.
Word. Leave my man Sarchi alone, y'all.
What you call it? I give it a 9. It honestly hit home for me, but I could understand why maybe other people wouldn't have appreciated it as much as I did. For me, I consider it like PTSD music. Like I won't lie, like sometimes like I be missing my dogs. Like I got homies that's doing years in jail. I got homies that's RP, which I'm pretty sure like a lot of people do. A lot of people that come from the backgrounds or you know what I mean, the situations that we come from do. So it kind of hit home for me. It kind of gave me like, it doesn't sonically sound like it at all, but it gave me like there's a song by G Herbo called like Take Me Away or something like that. It kind of gave me like that type of vibe to where like I'll just reminiscing a lot. So yeah, it gets a 9 for me.
Word, I like that. I think that's all a fair point. I think that it goes to show how amongst all of us, we all have different feelings about it, right? But within our own right, obviously it's valid because it's opinions. But hearing how Dylan said, I resonate with it on a different level because of my personal experiences, right? Versus some of us are probably listening to it more musically. Some of us are probably listening to it within the context of the project and like how it may or may not go with the flow of the project. So I appreciate you for saying that because it also puts the music right back into perspective and how when you make music, you also have audiences. So thank you for sharing that, Dylan. Word. So next up, we have Blood in My Eyes. I saw somebody say, wait till you hear Blood in My Eyes. So that's the next one up. So we in there.
College march was a crime. Man changed like Optimus Prime. Said she love me now.
You know those beats that you can just tell is gonna be a special song off the bat.
Just from the build. I agree. I agree.
So watch you spitting facts.
College march was a crime. Man changed like Optimus Prime. Said she love me now, what a surprise. But it's not that a lot in disguise. You can't know the feeling. They don't love you, they love you for reasons. Do you love me or love that I'm freezing? Wonder why I'm here just for the evening. Then I'm breezing. God, how did you save me as well? First faith was faith in the scale.
Now this one is different. This one, whatever was the one I said was the Pinnacle Fredo. This is Pinnacle Fredo. I think this one is yeah.
My first faith was faith in a scale.
Yeah. And man said, do they love me or do they love that I'm freezing? Do they love me or do they love the jewelry that I got? And right after he's talking about freezing, like so freeze, breeze, just using that scheme.
This is his inner thoughts, literally.
Yeah. This one definitely just sounds like he's. This one started telling the kind of song that you were not in your bag, but you had something on your mind. Like you was really thinking about something when you wrote this. Wow. Okay.
Fuck college, March was a crime. Man changed like Optimus Prime. Said she love me now, what a surprise. But it's not that lot in disguise, you can't know the feeling. They don't love you, they love you for reasons. Do you love me or love that I'm freezing? Wonder why I'm here just for the evening, then I'm breezing. God, how did you save me as well? First faith was faith in the scale. When I prayed, was praying for Bell. I knew you were somewhere but raised me in hell. No, I don't wanna question your love. Just watch over the rest of my tug. 36, that's a blessing for us. Niggas died just for messing with us. Broke days I could never forget. Why you think that we step on their neck? They spread rumors, they get off the net. That's that shit man could never respect. Remember days going hard on the draw. I try out my doggy for sure. Then he turned Oliver. The man that kept asking for more. It took money for me to finally see that the best things in life are for free. I'll give all the shit up. Just watch over the rest of my tug. 36, that's a blessing for us. Niggas died just for messing with us. Broke days I could never forget. Why you think that we step on their neck? They spread rumors, they get off the net. That's that shit man could never respect. Remember days going hard on the draw. I try out my doggy for sure. Then he turned Oliver. The man that kept asking for more. It took money for me to finally see that the best things in life are for free. I'll give all the shit I have just to bring all my niggas back. Yo, I'm running my P's up for real. Real G's I keep in the field. But I keep on losing my loved ones to prison. Broski, I need you to chill. When I look back,
I'm not gonna hold you. Granted, I have my window open, but I'm feeling chills listening to this one too.
I ain't gonna lie though, it's the same thing that Dylan said before. It's really relatable to some crowds, because I ain't gonna lie, I grew up in a religious home, bro. And the first time I prayed, goddamn, was when I was trying to get out that jail. You feel me? So that shit really hit home for real, on cap.
That's a fact. Yo, shout out to my bro Kevon in the chat. Yeah, man. Yo, no funny. Like what I'm liking about this one is, again, it comes back to talking about your narratives and why I said I don't think he's gonna run out of things to say in this project, because we're at the 9th out of the 11th song, and I don't feel like I'm tired of what he has to say yet. I think I'm wondering what he's going to say next. And it does tie into exactly what you just said, Spacey, and what Dylan said before. He's giving you emotional things that you can relate to or you can empathize with. Even if you can't relate to it, you can hear that and be like, nah, I can only imagine what that feels like.
Yeah.
So project is a testimony, bro.
Yeah. And this, honestly, I'm wondering what the last two are gonna sound like, because this has an outro vibe to me.
Yeah.
But I think it also has that that peak level, like in a project or a movie where you hit that point.
Coming down.
It's come right. It's called the denouement, I believe is what it's called. Something like that. When you reach the point where it starts to come back down, like that's exactly what this is. Where it's like you got all these different energies, all these different emotions. Now you're here, and this is where you're gonna get everything. I'm gonna spill it all out, and then maybe it's gonna ride out a little bit more. I wouldn't doubt if one of these next two are probably gonna be a little bit more, I don't want to say commercial, but a little bit more like just musical and not necessarily about the emotions and the sentiment. But yeah.
What I like about this track that I seen in what I like so much about Ab's project was that the audience, even though you probably didn't go through it, you could kind of understand the lifestyle they had to live and like the mindset they had. Like, okay, you know what? The first time I prayed was for praying for bail. Like, it's hard. And even though you don't go through it, like, you can honestly understand a little bit. And you can like step in their shoes by listening to the lyrics. And that's what I feel like when you're listening to songs, you got to understand when they're doing drill, when they're doing certain things and they're talking about the things they went through, they want you to understand why their lifestyle and why they are the way they are now. And I think that's what makes this project so like amazing and so powerful, is when you're able to change someone's vision on, okay, maybe they're living a bad lifestyle. No, it's not a bad lifestyle. It's just a lifestyle they had to live to get through like life.
I agree 1,000%. And it goes back to what I said about empathy as well. Word. Facts. Well, I get into this one, because this one is about 4 minutes and we're about a minute. There's 4 minutes left and we're a minute in, so I can only imagine.
The man that kept asking for more. It took money for me to finally see that the best things in life are for free. I'll give all the shit I have just to bring all my niggas back. Yo, I'm running my P's up for real. Real G's I keep in the field. But I keep on losing my loved ones to prison. Broski, I need you to chill. When I look back, what I signed for Sony, that wasn't even a deal. But they changed my life, never thought that I'll make it this far. That's keeping it real. If they say that we weren't causing hell in the street, they're hating or jealous of me. I ain't better than you ain't better than me. Except when we get on the beat. With them girls that I couldn't treat right. If you ask, I was young, never tried to understand girls. And now I'm the father of one. I tried to look back, what I signed for Sony, that wasn't even a deal. But they changed my life, never thought that I'll make it this far. That's keeping it real. If they say that we weren't causing hell in the street, they're hating or jealous of me. I ain't better than you, you ain't better than me, except when we get on the beat. All them girls that I couldn't treat right. If you ask, I was young, never tried to understand girls, and now I'm the father of one. I tried to be around, it was hard for a mum. Can't forgive all the harm that I done. Why you play with my heart like it's fun when you know you can call me and ask and it's done? Put that shit to the side, it ain't really fair. We know how it feels when dad ain't really there. My daughter looks like me with pretty hair, looking at pictures just wishing you're really her. My nigga told me it will blow over. It better cause right now she's so older. My neck and my wrists is all froze over, but I ain't feeling this cold shoulder. You're free on my niggas since school. All them girls that I couldn't treat right. If you ask, I was young, never tried to understand girls, and now I'm the father of one. I try to be around it.
Whoa, alright, hold on. He's saying a lot. This one has like 3 simultaneous layers to it, right? Maybe even 4.
Yeah.
He's talking about like the real life, like yo, like I'm missing my homies, He's talking about his experience in the artistry, right? In terms of like being a musician. He's talking a little bit about the floss and the glossiness and everything. And I'm actually happy that Kev said this, because I know Kev personally, so I know exactly why he's saying that, right? With regards to the way he said he never tried to understand girls, now I'm a father of one. And sometimes like they often say the men who grow up as womanizers end up having daughters, so now they can see what it's like from the other perspective. You know what I mean? And I think,
literally have goosebumps.
Yeah, like when I heard that, I was like, nah, because again, it's showing you the depth in the depth that it took to come up with this this conceptually. You feel me? Like, yeah, he wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, let's run that back a little bit. But yeah, this fact that he's going in and out of all those different layers. It isn't like he's doing one verse about this, one verse about this. He's talking about the jewelry, he's talking about missing, he's talking about real life, he's talking about the industry, just seamlessly. But yeah, we're gonna get right back into it.
You asked, I was young, never tried to understand girls, and now I'm the father of one. I tried to be around, it was hard for a mum. Can't forgive all the harm that I done. Why you play with my heart like it's fun when you know you can call me and ask and it's done? Put that shit to the side, it ain't really fair. We know how it feels when dad ain't really there. My daughter looks like me with pretty hair, looking at pictures just wishing you're really her. My nigga told me it will blow over. Why you play with my heart like it's fun when you know you can call me and ask and it's done? Put that shit to the side, it ain't really fair. We know how it feels when dad ain't really there. My daughter looks like me with pretty hair, looking at pictures just wishing you're really her. My nigga told me it will blow over. It better cause right now she's so older. My neck and my wrists is all froze over, but I ain't feeling this cold shoulder. You're free on my niggas since school. Since then we could stick to the rules. Robbing Mano and sticking some jewels. I was in jail sticking pictures with walls. How you want me to spend money and time when I only get one in this life? My young niggas been up in the crime. Won't be a nice day if my son's gonna rise. Yeah, I got blood in my eyes. I got blood in my eyes. Can't think, got blood on my mind. Can't see, got blood in my eyes. Won't change on none of the guys. I got blood on my hands a couple of times. I'm cleaning that blood off my knife. Look at me, I got blood in my eyes.
Yo, again, you hear the layers? It's so many layers at the exact same time. Even the moment we said fear on my homies in school, pretty much saying like, no, they're in school doing quote unquote the right thing, and they're out doing what they're doing outside. Just, freedom, because they living by the rules. Jesus Christ. Wow. Somebody said he's crying tears of blood, meaning his heart is in it. Artists have a way of expressing without being too sappy. You know, that's fair. I think that also talks a little bit to how people express their emotions with regards to gender as well. I think, especially when you're a man, you're socialized to communicate your emotions a certain way. So I think this is one of the closest things to vulnerable that Fredo has gotten with us compared to his Dilly Duppy too. Word.
My young niggas been up in the crime. Won't be a nice day if my son's gonna rise. Yeah, I got blood in my eyes. I got blood in my eyes. Can't think, got blood on my mind. Can't see, got blood in my eyes. Won't change on none of the guys. I got blood on my hands a couple of times. I'm cleaning that blood off my knife. Look at me, I got blood in my eyes.
Probably get another skit, I'm assuming. This one has about a minute left on it.
Here comes the piano.
This is a soundtrack. This isn't even an album. This is a soundtrack.
The place there to give you a feeling of what was going on throughout the whole song. This is the goosebump factor right here. This right here.
I'm not gonna hold you. This is one of those that makes you want to play the whole thing back. This one was, yeah. Wow. This is art. I agree. Yeah, the piano. Yeah, I agree. This one needs a video. There's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with this one. I'm not even gonna hold you. Hold on. All right, so let's put our scores in real quick. Because wow. Yeah, I have my I'm giving this one a 9.5 for one reason. I'll probably give it a 10 otherwise. In general, I'll probably give it a 10 in general. Just because I'm breaking it down bit by bit. The flow wasn't really that crazy. That's the only thing that didn't get a 10. It was one of those where it didn't need a crazy flow. If it had a crazy flow, it would have took away, I think, from the, I don't want to say the artistry, but it would have took away from the sentiment of the track, in my opinion. But otherwise, for all intents and purposes, I'll probably just give it a 10. But if I'm gonna be fair to my own rating system, it's a 9.5. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all speak on it. Cause what are you saying?
Well, I gave it like a 9.5, 10. Just for the storyline and how he executed it, it's just like it resonated with like a lot. I could say that it's gonna resonate with a lot of people, especially like fathers, niggas who have people in jail, people who have lost people, stuff like that. So like that song alone will resonate with a lot of people. I feel like this album as a whole could be a classic album if people actually like really depict on the things that he say.
Not word. It's a lot of relatable stuff from this song right here. I felt it. 100% felt it. Like I said before, like grew up in a religious home. So the only time I would really pray was me begging to get out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like until I got older and realized like, yo, bro, you're supposed to give thanks every day. You feel me? Like no matter what the situation is. So I'm giving this joint a 10. It's a 10. And the keys at the end.
Yeah. Honestly, if I could give this one a 15 for the instrument, I would have given it a 15 to offset the Yo, Sachi, what are you saying?
Yeah, and I'm giving it a 10. It's faultless. The beat, the rap, the stuff he covered. And I like what the guy commented. Someone commented saying he talked about it without being too sappy. Because, yeah, like you said, men are socialized to kind of hide their feelings. But as an artist, an album's the best chance you get to tell everyone like how your life really is. And he covered all aspects of life in one song. So, yeah, that's a 10. Beautiful song.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think it's one of them songs. Like it's so deep. The way he did it, it's like a deep song, and it goes as well. The instrumental, it's just mad.
Yeah.
So mad. That's a 10, straight 10.
I think for me this is a 10, even though like I can't personally relate to anything that he said on this song. I didn't sympathize. I feel like he's in the song. He's kind of like drawn audience in to kind of like understand where he's coming from, understand his life. So it's like if you didn't really know anything about Fredo, like listening to this, you can't understand the backstory and what it's taken to get here. I think one line that stood out was the one where he said he could give up everything just to have just to have his friends back. That's just so deep. It just shows that even though he's in a space right now where he's like all the fame, everything is good, but he doesn't really have his friends there celebrate with him. That really like, that's deep, man. So that's a 10 for me.
I agree. What are you saying?
I don't know if you could tell, but if you see my eyes, like my eyes actually started to water, and I started catching goosebumps because this song was just so, I'm gonna say effortless. Like it just went. And the thing about this song is growing up where I grew up. No, I'm not a guy, and no, I'm not like a father and had a daughter and went through that. But I grew up in an area where that was all around me, especially because I grew up around my brothers. So I even seen their friends going through it, like where you're praying for a better day. Like it was just, I just imagine everything that I saw as a child, and it just made me sad. Even with the piano at the end, it was like it took it away from me because I was like, it just made me get flashbacks to everything that I saw as a kid. When you're wishing for your friends to come back, when you're wishing for your friends to be home, like it's a pain that nobody could ever experience, not even myself, because I'm never like in their shoes.
Word, I feel you. Yo, Odin, what you saying, man? You muted, by the way. Unmute yourself.
It's a straight up 10. It's a straight up 10 for many reasons. I mean, a lot of you guys have already covered what I was going to say, but the storyline, and I think you've got to be quite a humble person to kind of expose your vulnerabilities and talk about real things. He spoke about his daughter. He spoke about, even in the first track, he spoke about mistakes that he made, you know. But I think as well, he's trying to target to the younger audience, to people who are watching him, as this is what I've learned with regards to the mistakes I've made and the life choices that I've made. Don't do the things that I did, because that's where it will lead. You know, you'll lose your friends and people will go to jail, and you could go to jail. But I feel that music is a platform for a lot of people to speak out, you know. And the thing about the males as well, you know, mental health and things like that, you know, we've been kind of conditioned to talk about our emotions in a certain way. I just think it's sick, man. It's a really humble track, and the beat and everything was cold. The beat and everything was cold, and the piano bit at the end, I really rate that, man. Straight up 10. There was nothing wrong with it. I'm with Sarchi on that one as well, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Dylan, did you give your 2 cents?
Yeah, it's a 10 for me. Pretty much, just like Odin said, everyone kind of like hit my points as they was talking that I was gonna mention. The only thing that I'll say is probably I feel like the last track was like an appetizer for this one, because with everything for why I said I like that last track, it's like this song is that and more. So, and like the more we listen to this album, I'm like, damn, like Fredo's a really solid artist. Like I've always appreciated Fredo's music. He was honestly one of the people that like helped me get into UK music, but I'm like, I've low-key been asleep. Like I wouldn't have done this album reaction if it wasn't for this, and I've been asleep on Fredo. I won't cap, like recently.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I've been sleeping on Fredo myself, and he's one of those artists where kind of like what some of us were talking about yesterday, right? Or when we were talking amongst ourselves, he's one of those artists like Jay-Z where I would never say that he's bad, but he's not somebody I can listen to a lot. But I would never have an argument against somebody who would say, "Oh, he's one of the best." Da 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 da. This one definitely, it goes to show exactly why he is where he is in this scene. And even touching on what my bro Kevon said, right? He said, as an American who doesn't really listen to UK music, this track makes you want to open the door. Honestly, it shows similarities of what we go through here in the States. Def a 10 for me. And honestly, if y'all missed the intro to this, that's the reason why I changed the name of the platform, right? That's the reason why I wanted to call this Crossover Media, because this is now becoming a space through media for us to identify with each other, understand each other's experiences, and understand the world beyond ourselves, right? So now we're crossing into a new layer of understanding in general. So that's the main reason why I'm taking this direction. But yeah, this one it helped me understand Fredo a lot more, and I just want to hear how this one is gonna wind down. Honestly, yo, Dylan, just so you know, as we transition into this next one, let us know your scores in the chat for Do You Right and Burner on Deck, just so you know. But just let us know in the chat, Dylan. Yeah, we're gonna go on to Aunt's place.
What was Fredo like growing up? Where the cut from the cloth of the ends, you could see that from day one. The whole circle, that whole circle, you can see that.
And that's meant to be blood. You be broke for a year with my rent for the month. Little youths wanna trap, then we're sending them up. I got nitties out of town, and I send them my love. Made me who I am today. Yo, I went from a bull, now I'm looking at a brick. Slash just done a 4, now he's looking at a 6. Billy just done a 6, now he's looking at the strip. I used to dream of 100 racks, now that's looking like my wrist. This was always meant for me, that's what my aunt said. Mum kicked me out the house, I'm at my aunt's place. We was throwing guns out windows in the car.
What was Fredo like growing up? where they cut from the cloth of the ends. You could see that from day one. The whole circle, that whole circle, you can see that.
And that's meant to be blood. You be broke for a year with my rent for the month. Little youths wanna trap, then we're sending them up. I got nitties out of town, and I send them my love. Made me who I am today. Yo, I went from a bull, now I'm looking at a brick. Slash just done a 4, now he's looking at a 6. Billy just done a 6, now he's looking at the strip. I used to dream of 100 racks, now that's looking like my wrist. This was always meant for me, that's what my aunt said.
Man said I used to dream of 100 racks, now it's looking like my wrist. Man said my biggest dream is now an accessory. Jesus Christ. Yeah, wow. Somebody said this is the best song on the project. All right, that's a very big thing. Let's see.
Mom kicked me out the house, I'm at my aunt's place. We was throwing guns out windows in a car chase. When I should have been in lessons with my classmates. This was always meant for me, that's what my aunt said. Mom kicked me out the house, I'm at my aunt's place. We was throwing guns out windows in a car chase. When I should have been in lessons with my classmates. And I know these niggas with me for the ride. I tell these, we was throwing guns out windows in a car chase. When I should have been in lessons with my classmates. This was always meant for me, that's what my aunt said. Mom kicked me out the house, I'm at my aunt's place. We was throwing guns out windows in a car chase. When I should have been in lessons with my classmates. And I know these niggas with me for the ride. I tell these niggas that I listen but I lie. Now I don't care what you've been thinking on your mind. You didn't visit me up in them prisons anytime. My oh my, went from juvenile hall straight to wire wide. I never asked for this kind of life, but tell me what you see when you look in my eyes. They used to look down on me, now they're looking surprised. Yo, they say you need money just to make money. We never had none, so how we gonna thinking on your mind? You didn't visit me up in them prisons anytime. My oh my, went from juvenile hall straight to wire wide. I never asked for this kind of life, but tell me what you see when you look in my eyes. They used to look down on me, now they're looking surprised. Yo, they say you need money just to make money. We never had none, so how we gonna make money? These niggas talk a lot of shit, that's why they stay on me. Hey mommy, I think it worked them times you prayed for me. My little nigga got no hope, just a crack.
The storytelling on this one, it's exactly what you said. The last one was like the peak, and now the energy it's not that it's getting lower, but it's smoothing out. It's definitely smoothing out. Like, yo.
Did you hear he said they talk a lot of poo, that's why they stay bummy.
Yeah. Yo, what? I see it. I can see how people like this one. This one, it definitely has that coming down to close it out vibe for sure. Yeah, 1,000,000%.
And when we caught him, he got soaked on the back block. Yo, I'm still rounding with the coke, getting grams up. But now I'm charting, so I do it with my hands up. This was always meant for me, that's what my aunt said. Mom kicked me out the house, I'm at my aunt's place. We was throwing guns out windows in a car chase. When I should have been in lessons with my classmates. This was always meant for me, that's what my aunt said. Mom kicked me out the house, I'm at my aunt's place. We was throwing guns out windows in a car chase. When I should have been in lessons with my classmates. I never knew you was a snake until you snaked me. I never knew you was a hater, now you hate me. Broken blurry, but this money got me HD. You're old and 30, boy, no wonder why you hate me. It's crazy. What was I thinking when I went and put trust in you? First time you say no, they're done with you. It's nothing new. Coke stains on my Louis. I never knew you was a hater. Now you hate me. Broken blurry, but this money got me HD. You're old and 30, boy, no wonder why you hate me. It's crazy. What was I thinking when I went and put trust in you? First time you say no, they're done with you. It's nothing new. Coke stains on my Louis dropped from cutting food, so I took it off and brought on YSL to substitute. You don't ride up when you talk, so I can't fuck. What was I thinking when I went and put trust in you? First time you say no, they're done with you. It's nothing new. Coke stains on my Louis dropped from cutting food, so I took it off and brought on YSL to substitute. You don't ride up when you talk, so I can't fuck with you. I'm riding out, ain't going over there, it's touching you. Jumped in the canal when he's such a fool. I got a tiny little temper, but my money's talking. So if you fuck around with me, then something's going on. Our first shotgun wasn't sawn, we was going on. I gave my brothers that crack when I know it's wrong, but I didn't make him smoke crack, that's the rollies on. I told myself I'd sell a brick and put a rollie on. But the first brick I owned was a stolen one. On the road, you don't see where you're going holding on. Bought a gun, shot a nigga, then we sold it on. It's only now I'm eating different juice. And riding out and going over there is touching you. Jumped in the canal when he's such a fool. I got a tiny little temper, but my money's talking. So if you fuck around with me, then something's going on. Our first shotgun wasn't sawn, we was going on. I gave my brother's dad crack when I know it's wrong. But I didn't make him smoke crack, that's the rollies on. I told myself I'd sell a brick, then put a rollie up. But the first brick I own.
Wait, right talk, what you saying? I see Spacey's face. What happened?
My first shotgun wasn't that, yo.
He said my first shotgun wasn't sawn.
Go back.
Tiny little temple, but my money's talking. So if you fuck around with me, then something's going on. Our first shotgun wasn't sawn, we was going on. I gave my brother's dad crack when I know it's wrong. But I didn't make him smoke crack, that's the rollies on. I told myself I'd sell a brick, then put a rollie up. But the first brick I owned was a stolen one. On the road, you don't see where you're going holding on. Bought a gun, shot a nigga, then we sold it on. It's only now I'm meeting different kind of people and realizing we grew up around a different kind of evil. My auntie's on drugs, man, she's living by the needle. If I leave around my chips, she'll be stealing like a seagull. And that's meant to be blood.
Yeah! Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
My aunt is living by the needle. He said someone like a seagull. You ever been to a beach? Them seagulls no play.
The chips lying around, you get stolen like, oh my god.
A seagull. This one. Wow. I feel like this project got better. It got better towards like as it gets farther to the end, it just reaches levels and levels and levels. Wow. All right, hold on. We gotta take this in.
We sold it. It's only now I'm meeting different kind of people and realizing we grew up around a different kind of evil. My auntie's on drugs, man. She's living by the needle. If I leave around my chips, she'll be stealing like a seagull. And that's meant to be blood. You be broke for a year with my rent for the month. Little youths wanna trap, then we're sending them up. I got nitties out of town, and I send them my love. Made me who I am today. Yo, I went from a bull, now I'm looking at a brick. Slice just done a 4. Now he's looking at a 6. Billy just done a 6. Now he's looking at the strip. I used to dream of 100 racks. Now that's looking like my wrist. This was always meant for me, that's what my aunt said. Mum kicked me out the house, I'm at my aunt's place. We was throwing guns out windows in a car chase when I should have been in lessons with my classmates. This was always meant for me, that's what my aunt said. Mum kicked me out the house, I'm at my aunt's place. We was throwing guns out windows in a car chase when I should have been in lessons with my classmates.
All right. Hold on. All right. This was a lot. It's like it had bits and pieces of the things that made almost every other track really good. I don't think it's the best one on this project. I personally don't like it more than Blood in My Eyes. Just in terms of like what I like to listen to. I think Blood in My Eyes, it held me more. But this one, again, I think it got closer to what I said. I thought the ending was going to be a little bit more towards, like, I don't want to say the commercial, but more digestible kind of sound. And it definitely did land on that. I still do feel like flow-wise, he hasn't really done anything with the flows that he hasn't given us yet. I think up until this point, he's kind of given us very standard Fredo. Not that it's bad. It's just his style. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna let everybody go through real quick. So let's start from reverse. We'll go with Dylan.
Honestly, I was having connection issues with the first half of the song, but from what I heard from the middle on, I honestly appreciate it. I'll give it a 9 just because I didn't truly hear like the beginning part, but I honestly appreciated what I heard so far. Well, pretty much all the way to the end.
Yeah, that makes sense. Someone said it. Deflect is perfect. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. I could understand why people feel that way, but it isn't perfect for me. But I get it. What's up, Odin? Talk to me.
I think it's a straight up. I've got to say, 9.5 because the wordplay, I don't know if you caught it, but when he was talking about being broke and then this money made him HD.
Yeah.
Clear. Money made him yeah, I love the wordplay in this one. The storyline as well on the chorus, you know, he heavily kind of relied on the chorus, which for me was really important about catching what the song was about. The beat was cold as well. I liked it. I think it was a 9.5, but I kind of go with what you say on this as well. Like, you know, the flow was kind of Fredo's flow. He didn't switch it up a little bit, which is why I didn't give it a 10 on this one.
Yeah, fair play. Lena, what are you saying?
For this one, I would give it a 9 because it was a good song. I didn't really connect with it in the beginning, but eventually, like, the beat was like a vibe. It was like that. I don't know if it gave me that feeling like, oh, you sitting in your car, you got the seat a little back, and you driving, and you just bump into it. Like, it was cool, but it's definitely not the best song on the album, but it was good.
Talk to me, Al.
Yeah, I think the song was like a vibe. Like, I gave it a 9 because it's one of those songs where you listen to it and you vibe to it. I wouldn't necessarily like listen to it again. Probably, I don't know. It's just one of those.
Yeah. For me, I'll give it a 9. I really like the beat. I was kind of like, when it started off slow, I thought it was gonna be exactly like Blood in My Eyes. I thought it was gonna be like another, you know, very session type, draw you in type song. And it did, but I think because of the beat, it kind of like a vibe type, you know. So, but yeah, it's 9. I'll definitely listen to it again.
Cool. Sachi, what are you saying?
Yeah, no, I like it. It's like a typical Fredo beat, which I like because he's gone bigger now, yet he's still sticking to his roots. And someone earlier in the comment section said how throughout that album, he's kind of talked about his old life, saying how he misses parts of it, and then saying how much he likes his new life. And that's kind of reflected on this beat. It's a beat he would have rapped on in the past, but now he's rapping on it as a better rapper. So it's kind of merging the two. So yeah, I like it. I think it's perfect. I think it's a 10.
Completely understandable. Sub right talk.
Yeah, I totally agree with Sachi, but I'll give the song probably like an 8.59. You feel me? Yeah, that's pretty much. Nah, yeah, I'll give it a strong 9.4. It's after 5. It's at a 9.5 because it is classic Fredo. And to piggyback what Sachi was saying, like sometimes you do miss the lifestyle that you used to live because now all eyes are on you. You feel me? So you can't really live the way that you want to live. Like sometimes you just want to chill. You feel me? And be yourself. So now you're forced to have a certain image that you gotta upkeep. So you know what I'm saying, the beat is hard, relatable punchlines and bars. Chorus is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's what stands out the most to me.
Word. Fair play. For me,
I think about it, bro. I could give it a 9.5. I could give it a 9.
Yeah, for me, I landed on the squad. I landed on was just below a 9, so I landed on 8.88 again. Similarly to what David was saying, like flow. Like I said the same thing about the flow. The beat, I liked it, but if I was to compare it to the other beats that I've given 10s, it wasn't a 10 compared to those beats. Like just if I was to be consistent with it, so that's why it doesn't hit the 10 mark just yet. Lyrically, it's a 10. Just like all the things that he was saying, I like how with this whole project, Fredo's been floating in and out of similar themes, like very consistently, but he does it very seamlessly. It doesn't sound forced, and it gives you kind of everything what everybody wants to hear. Kind of similarly to how I feel about Abs. So now I'm wondering what Abs and Fredo would sound like. And then replay, I gave it an 8.5 because again, if it's one of those that if it plays, I wouldn't skip it. I could also vibe out to the beat without listening to the track. But it is also one of those I would probably want to hear more so within the context of the project, more than just to play it. So that's why it lands just below that 9. But yeah, all right. So we about to hit this last track. What the last one? Everybody saying it's the perfect outro. What some people saying it's the perfect outro. So we won't see.
Yo, I wrote this for Billy and it's a letter to Moss. How did this life get better than get the better of us? What can I say, dawg? Now life ain't a game, dog. These ain't some friends from the ends, these are my main dogs. Look up to the sky, my guy was the one. It's so mad I ain't surprised that you died with your gun. Over there shooting guys, you like riding for fun. So why do them guys act like they've been riding on us? But Billy, rest in peace. Yeah, you just left the street, but I could.
Somebody said it's produced by Beat Freaks. I'm just waiting for that Beat Freaks. It's probably gonna come either at the end or at a random break in one of his verses. But yeah, we're taking that back because that switch up caught me off guard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you play that back? Yeah, cool.
It definitely has an outro vibe. It definitely does.
Yo, I wrote this for Billy and it's a letter to Moss. How did this life get better than get the better of us? What can I say, dawg? Now life ain't a game, dog. These ain't some friends from the ends, these are my main dogs. Look up to the sky, my guy was the one. It's so mad I ain't surprised that you died with your gun. Over there shooting guys, you like riding for fun. So why do them guys act like they've been riding on us? But Billy, rest in peace. Yeah, you just left the street, but I can promise you won't be the only one that's getting sleep. Cause they know I got them real G's next to me, and they can't even sit still, they move like they're on ecstasy. All them years you've been in jail, you never even seen the world. Your daughter's about to be born and you'll never get to see your girl. I just turned a father, so it hit me a little harder. We done felt on my father, you was my nigga and my barber, yo. And I sold my first stone with you, remember? I even stole my first phone with you, remember? Like they've been riding on us. But Billy, rest in peace. Yeah, you just left the street, but I can promise you won't be the only one that's getting sleep. Cause they know I got them real G's next to me, and they can't even sit still, they move like they're on ecstasy. All them years you've been in jail, you never even seen the world. Your daughter's about to be born and you'll never get to see your girl. I just turned a father, so it hit me a little harder. We done felt on my father, you was my nigga and my barber, yo. And I sold my first stone with you, remember? I even stole my first phone with you, remember? You know you brought me round them older youths, so when you got locked, I felt like I owed to you. What can I say, dog? All them visits, all them jails, you know I came, dog. Now the next visit for you is in the graveyard. You really spent your life in and out of prison, finally done a year. You know you brought me round them older youths, so when you got locked, I felt like I owed to you. What can I say, dog? All them visits, all them jails, you know I came, dog. Now the next visit for you is in the graveyard. You really spent your life in and out of prison, finally done a year free, and now I kinda wish you didn't. I think I buy this ice to cover the pain. You know anything nice, it'll come with the rain. What can I say? Fuck money and fame. Lost 2 of my members, now nothing's the same. I think I buy this ice to cover the pain. You know anything nice, it'll come with the rain.
Yo, this one giving you Kanye vibes a little bit?
Not really Kanye vibes, but what I was telling Spacey just now, it's like basically like the intro, but him telling the story of another person. That like
on the
to do that as an artist, like that.
I know
shit
what
is
you
crazy.
mean.
Not just telling your own story, but telling someone else's story in your own music and in your own way. That shit is crazy.
Or did you hear the part where you said you spent your whole life in and out of jail? You have 1 year free, and I kind of wish you did it.
He's given a lot of those sentimental moments. That's a fact. Yeah, it's a lot. I think I did. Dylan, you were saying something, Dylan?
Oh yeah, no, I was saying on the production side, definitely gives me Kanye vibes.
What's giving me that vibe is the it's kind of reminding me a little bit of maybe not 808s, maybe like a tad bit of 808s, but more so towards like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like some of those moments where you have like those kind of, it's not exactly a hum, but it has that humming kind of a sound in the background. The piano's layered with it. Yeah, this is definitely like in terms of how it sounds, this is definitely an outro, 1000%.
What can I say? Fuck money and fame. Lost 2 of my members, now nothing's the same. Yo, RIP muscle really touched my chest. You died just like G-Dust. This shit got us fucking stressed. High speed car crashes trying to duck the feds. I know you had your shank. You know anything nice, it'll come with the rain. What can I say? Fuck money and fame. Lost 2 of my members, now nothing's the same. Yo, RIP muscle really touched my chest. You died just like G-Dust, this shit got us fucking stressed. High speed car crashes trying to duck the feds. I know you had your shank and G-Dust really had a couple peps. My niggas dying in cars, these feds keep chasing us. But if we lose this race, it's not a place, it's a cage for us. Remember when we started ordering weed? My nigga take 2, then he's falling asleep. You're a trap boy, you died, but your phone's alive. So we sent little bro to hold it down, you know the vibe. Every 1,000 he makes, he's only holding 5. We'll send the rest to your girl and kids, it's only right. And right now it's so hard just to look at your youths, cause looking at them's like looking at you. I can't do it, free mellow, stroll, sap, all them niggas in jail. Yo, it must have been mad to hear that shit in your cell. And bro just got nipped with a stick in the girl. We thought that it was real luck when they was giving you bail, but they couldn't prove if the stick was his or the girl's. But Muscle knew that in due time he's hitting themselves. Well, I guess not, I'm bittersweet. Lost my nigga, had my daughter in a flipping week. How you go from being here and now your history.
What? My man said he had his daughter and lost his man's the same week. Now you got history.
Did you catch what he said as well about looking his family in the eyes?
Nah, he was saying so much, like so much is kind of full. But let us know what's up.
He was basically saying something about looking his son in the eyes is like looking you in the eyes, or looking his daughter in the eyes is like looking you in the eyes. It's this one's deep, and it's a really good outro. It's a really good. You're really kind of getting an insight now into things that he's been through, and that's real rap for me.
Yeah,
it's my favorite rap.
Yeah, let's try this one out. This one is about a minute left and we good.
The stick was his or the girl's, but Muscle knew that in due time he's hitting themselves. Well, I guess not, I'm bittersweet. Lost my nigga, had my daughter in a flipping week. How you go from being here and now your history? Yo, this thing we call life is a mystery. What can I say, dog? All them bandos, them cunt spots I came, dog. Now the next time we chop it up is in the graveyard. Just like me, you love the hustle. R.I.P. my brother Muscle. Real shit, R.I.P. my brother Muscle. Every time you don't know the thing. Rest up Billy the Kid, my brother. G-Dubs, Amro, my day one. All the fallen soldiers. Free up for the jail nigga. You feel me? Free Big Art. Free my dog Sab. MG, Ross Clark, free my Uncle Kelly, free Pie, free Chit the Flipper, free Mbaraki.
You know, I'm surprised that the Beat Freaks didn't put their tag, but it also made I think that their tag is a little bit upbeat for this tone. It might have been a little bit off-putting. Say this here, Beat Freaks, like nah. Like, imagine you hear that after listening to that. It's like I can understand it. Wow. One thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna let everybody else give some of their perspectives. I feel like I meant to say it in I think Aunt's Place or maybe Blood in My Eyes. I feel like one of those could have had Potter. I think Potter Paper would have been a perfect feature for one of those in terms of the way that he was talking and the way that they tell their stories. I actually feel like I think. What can I say could have came after Blood in My Eyes? And On Space could have been one of those, the project is over, but here's another song kind of songs. You know what I mean? I feel like this would have followed up the energy in Blood in My Eyes a little bit better. And this could have been not necessarily an extra. On Space, maybe not necessarily an extra, but again, one of those tracks where you know that the project is over, but it's like now the post credits are rolling and then you're kind of unwinding from everything you just heard. I think that would have worked out. But yeah, let's just go from the top. So we start with Rag Talk.
Yeah, the song was Gucci. Like I was saying before, like for him to tell a story about someone else in his own words, and then to do that as an artist, I feel like that's very difficult. Only a select few artists know how to do something like that. So like, for him to do that and then to really end the album in that certain way, I feel like he was basically finishing what he was trying to say in the intro. So out of this song, I'll probably give it like a good 9.5. But as the album as a whole, I'll still stick with like an 8.59.
Not gonna lie. This how you supposed to end the album. Y'all see me looking down because this is what I'm doing. Goddamn. You see this button?
Yeah. This one is worth it. Let's run through. Sarchi, what are you saying?
Yeah, I like how Dylan said the thing about like they still use the guy's trap line. Someone else manages it, but half the money still goes to the guy's, his baby mom, the family. It's like they really got him. Like sometimes you see people, their hood hasn't actually got him. Like remember when Young Bane went back to East and they robbed him. So like not everyone's guys really do have him, but the fact that he's not even here anymore, they don't owe him that, but they the connection is that strong that they're like, now you know we are gonna do this. So yeah, I really like it. And it's a very nice way to end off the album. So yeah, I like it. I rate a 9.
Word.
Yeah, for me, like this song is mad. I think this whole album, Fredo kind of like, even though some of the songs he probably didn't want to, but he kind of showed how like he's vulnerable and like stuff is going through and all that type of stuff. Like, and this is a deep one, like another deep song. But overall, like the album's like a 9 for me. Like, there's not one bad song on this album. There's songs that I wouldn't necessarily listen to if I had a choice, but it's just such a cold album, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think this, I really like this track. It gives me the vibe of Blood in My Eyes as well. And I really think that Fredo has got this whole storytelling thing on lock. Like, I don't know, he has a way of drawing you in as an audience. And this and Blood in My Eyes are up. And the song Walker one, yeah, those are my favorites. I'll give this a 9. Overall, I'll give the album a 9.5.
Fair. And actually, so this is actually gonna give y'all your overall scores too. So it's gonna be interesting when we run through all of it as well, really quickly. But yo, Lena, what are you saying?
I really like this song. Like Esther said, it gave me a feeling of Blood in My Eyes, but also kind of what she said, like with the whole thing of sometimes like people have people in their gang, people in their group, they'd be like, oh, I got you till death, or even after death, like I got you, and then next thing you know, you see them post them like for 2 weeks and then nothing happens. Like sometimes they don't even show up to your funeral. They like once you're dead, like, okay, my man's died and that's it, and they get over it. But like Fredo's one of those people, he was like, no, I got your kids, like I got your family. It's a whole different other type of level. And you sometimes really don't see that. So I really like it a lot. And I think it was a great way to end the project, because I don't know why when Fredo like dives into this type of way of music, like these type of songs I like more from Fredo, because it's showing your lifestyle and it's showing the things that you go through. And I feel like audience that are listening will be able to get a better view of what it's like. Not what it's like, because you can't honestly know what it's like, but they get like a little preview of what it's like to have the mental of people that go through that for years, and then sometimes they don't be able to speak their piece.
Word. Odin.
It was a crazy album. For this one, for me, it's 10. I love the story. I love story-based rap. You know, a lot of my followers will know that, because yeah, it's always been my thing. You know, if it's got a good story, it's got a good beat. You know, for me, it was really good. It was a really good way to finish the album, and it's got to be a 9 overall. I agree with what all of you said. Really, that there was not one bad track. You know, it's a really good album, and I think he's thought about it as well cleverly. You know, he's had the big features on there as well, and yeah, it's good. Plenty of versatility as well, which is what I wanted to see. Yeah, sick album.
This one's a 10 for me, because it really just, like, to me, it embodies just like what, like, the point that Fredo was trying to get across on this album. And it really just personifies the fact that, like, of him opening up to us throughout this album. So that's why I also feel like this is a great, like, exit, basically, because he really put his heart into this one, and to speak on, you know, those situations might have been a little hard for him. So yeah, that's a 10. And overall, I give the project a 9 overall.
Word. So, I know everybody started touching on their final scores. I'm gonna look at the spreadsheet right now and let everybody know what your numbers ended up being. Let the crowd know. So for give me a second. Boom. So for David, his final ended up being an 8.98 based off of the numbers that he gave. Dylan ended up being a 9.23. Epic ended up being a 9.55. Est ended up being a 9.36. Dina ended up being a 9.15. Odin was a 9.14. Sorry, 9.41. Starchy was a 9.36. Spacey was a 9.68. So amongst all of y'all, the final score ended up being a 9.34. And if for me, my final score was a 9.15, then the overall for all of us is a solid 9.24. So amongst all of us, I think I can honestly say that definitely does reflect a lot of our sentiments. I think that this project, for those like myself who was sleeping on Fredo, who could say he's a good artist, but maybe couldn't defend it as heavily. Like, I can only say that about myself. I couldn't necessarily defend that very strongly, but now I can say I can 100% defend it. Like, this was a very good project. It was a very pleasant surprise. I like the different takes on the tone. I like the fact that it switched up so many times. My only nitpick would probably be his flow. I think that he has a flow that works for him, so he doesn't divert too far away. So I think that if he had a little bit more flow switches, that would have been the icing on the cake. But as an overall project, like, I think this is very well deserving. I think if I was just giving it a number, I probably would have given it a 9. So I think this does reflect all of our opinions very well. Yeah, this one was really good. This one is really good. I'm happy that we all took the time out to do it. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. First of all, again, if you were wondering why the name switched over to Crossover Media, now you're seeing it. This is the whole purpose as to why we're doing this. And the fact that I had some of my American friends tuned in. I had one of my old professors was watching this earlier. She has a PhD and she's watching a live stream of UK music. You feel me? She's a sociology professor, right? The fact that I got all these different people from all these different walks of life, different mindsets, different everything to come here and experience this music. We all had a chance to take 3 hours out of our day to listen to this. And for those of you who are surprised by how long this stream is, I can speak for myself. This is how long an average project reaction takes to film for me. Anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. So y'all are seeing it uncut, unfiltered, straight through. So this is what it's like on the other end. Y'all get a 30-minute to 1 hour video. We're in front of the camera for 3. You know what I mean? So I got tired watching it. imagine how tired you are doing it. You feel me? But yeah, shout out to Fredo. Shout out to all of you for tuning in. Shout out to all the channels here. Shout out to Ty TV. He was supposed to be here. He has internet trouble, but still much love to him. For those of you who are looking for somebody like Lee, Lee told me he's working on something for y'all with regards to this project, so look out for that. That's the reason why he set out of this one. I don't know if you want me to say it out loud, but here, now y'all know for the 100 of you who are here. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let everybody give their final.
Amen. Yeah. We know what to do. Run that up. So make sure y'all get this channel to I think you're at 12. Make sure y'all get this to 20, 30 for me. Yeah, that boy gotta get up there. You see what this boy put together? He woke up last night and said, hey, let's do this. You feel me? But y'all know my slogan already. Love, peace, and boonda. Shout out to everybody that was in the spot tonight. Love, man. No word.
Yeah, man. Honestly, Shadiq, this whole thing, someone commented earlier that it just feels so professional. It's mad. So the subs will come in time. You, very professional channel. It's crazy. So thank you for having me on. Thank you for everyone that stayed here the whole time. It's never been below 100 people. I saw the likes. There's already 200 likes. So honestly, thanks to everyone here. It's a 3 hour long video. Some of you guys stayed there from the start. So thank you very much.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Shadiq, for putting this together.
This is amazing.
For the crossover, innit? Yeah. And shout out to you guys for staying with us at this time.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Honestly, like, make sure you subscribe to Nick, man.
100%. And all the other reactors here as well. Like, because they're all doing their own thing. Like, all different tips, all like different like people. So yeah, shout out to everyone.
It's actually like so good that we can all collaborate together, like UK, US, like this man, it's amazing. But yeah, thank you, shout out to everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw a comment. Okay, so I want to thank Shadiq for putting this all together because honestly, he's a mastermind. He can create anything, and it's insane the things that he comes up with. I really like this because, especially with COVID going on, if COVID wasn't here, we probably would be able to do it in person and make it like a bigger thing. But of course, with everything going on, we had to find newer ways to do it. So this is a perfect platform to do it, and I'm glad that I was able to help Shadiq out with this and give him some content because this is amazing. I didn't really want to edit this, so it was honestly cool that we got to do it together, and I got to meet some people that I have never met before, and we got to speak, so I'm glad we did this.
What was that? Sorry, what? You haven't subscribed to his channel? Make sure you subscribe to Shadiq, man. Please, honestly, this guy... Yeah, he's just an editing god, you know, and he helps us reactors as well behind the scenes. This is something that you guys need to realize. You know, we're not robots behind a computer. You know, we're actual people, and what we want to try and demonstrate, and I think what Shadiq is 100% demonstrated is we're out here to support each other. You know, we all want like you guys have already said, you know, it's we all got his own kind of thing and his own kind of opinions on music, but this is an amazing idea, and I 100% want to see some more of this. It's really sick, man. So shout out to Shadiq, and thank you for having me on board.
Oh yeah, my fault. I just want to thank you, Shadiq, for real, for having us. Shout out to all the channels that's in here. I want to wish all of you continued success, and I hope to see all of our channels with 2-3 million subscribers in the future. I appreciated my time here. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe. Once again, thank you to Shadiq for sure. And throw my boy a super chat. Throw my boy, you know what I mean? Throw some cash, throw some money. Throw some money.
That's a fine super chat.
So, yeah, I mean, what more can I really say? Y'all all hit the nail. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you for all of you for doing this with me. After this, let's hang out for like a quick 5 minutes just for a quick little recap to see how everything went. But for all of you who tuned in, thank you so much. Share this. I just checked the analytics. We are at over 6,000 views in general. Right? So,
hey.
God damn it.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
What?
This whole thing is crazy to me, yo. This whole thing is insane. Look out for more of this. We're gonna be doing more of these kinds of things. Best believe I'm gonna be showing everybody how to do this on their channels. So make sure if you aren't already, you sub to every single one of these channels. All of their links should be in the bio, in the description after I upload it. I didn't want to spoil it, right? So I'm gonna put everybody's links in there. But yeah, man, shout out to all of you. And as always, hang tight for some more content. I do got more of that coming for y'all. But until next time, peace.
Peace.